Mm. Oh, this was good. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Y'all know I need to know if you guys can hear me okay. So, for a minute, I thought I was having technical difficulties. So, let me know if you guys can hear me. How are you guys doing tonight? Hey, girlfriends. Hi, everybody. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see that up. That's up. Okay, yeah, I need y'all to, can you guys put in the chat if you can hear me? Uh, okay, very good. Thank you, Donna. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you also on this Friday evening. What's happening with you guys? Who else is on here? Put in the chat. Who else is on here? I see we have like 15 and counting. Who else is on here with myself and Donna? With Donna and myself. That was incorrect. Hey, y'all. I see we have 16. Hi. Hey. Hey, everybody. Let me know who's on here with me tonight. Donna has let me know that you guys can hear me very well. Hey, Peggy. Good evening. Happy Friday to you also. Hi, Gina. Hey. Hey, girlfriends. How y'all doing? How are you guys doing this Friday? I'm so happy it's Friday. This week was like the longest week to me. I don't know. It seemed like we kept having Wednesday over and over, like we were stuck at Wednesday. Hey, Gina. Hi, C. Pollard. Hey. Hi, Betty. Hi. Janelle. Hi, Juani. How are you, lady? I'm great. For a rainy Friday night. It's raining where you are? Where are you? It's still sunny outside. We didn't get any rain, but I live in the desert. So I live in the desert of Georgia. So of Atlanta. So when it rains in the city, I usually don't get it. So where are you in Georgia? Yes, me too. It was stressful, but we made it. Yes, Peggy. Oh my goodness. I just felt like somebody was playing a trick on me. And it was just like this. I'm like, is this day ever gonna end? So I am very, very happy that we have made it exactly. Yes, good to see you too. I'm glad you guys made it. I'm glad you made it. We're gonna have fun tonight. I mean, we have fun all the time. We're on here, and I always look forward to the Fridays, and and so my girlfriends, they've been like, well, dang. So since you do your thing on Friday, when we gonna be able to do something? I'm like, well, y'all gonna have to pick another day. So I think we're gonna go back to our Wednesdays for happy hour. I think that's probably what it's gonna be. So good. Yes, yes. So I wanted to do this. Hey Sandra. Hey Miss Juani. Hey Sandra from Maryland. Nice. Hey. Hey Bobby. Hey girl. That's my that's my new BFF right there. How are you doing? I'm an events coordinator at a university. So yeah. So yes, that's what I do. Um hey Robin. How are you doing? How are you doing, Robin? Hey girlfriend. Let me see. I have oh my goodness. I just had so much that I wanted to talk about. Some of you guys have left me um messages and asked left me questions, and then I was around here thinking, and I was like, what else do I want to talk about? I got some stuff because I was talking to some people today. Hey Nick Techniques, hey girlfriend, how you doing? And it just brought up other questions in mind that I thought would be great girl topics to try to talk about. Speaking to some other people, and and I was like, oh, so we have some things to talk about. How are you tonight? How are you tonight, Nick? What are you doing? I know all y'all know who Nick Techniques is. And if you don't, you need to go and check her out. She is another fabulous um influencer, and she does clothes hauls. She does reviews also, but she does like lingerie for like the curvy woman. She is really okay. Who is hey okay, let me put the four-legged people out, and I'll be right back. Come on. You gonna be in here? You gonna go out there? You going in here? Okay, well you go out there. Okay, y'all, because they was about to get it started. Good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Hold 1 second. I was just looking at something. Hold on. Okay, so I asked my okay, so Bobby, I'm gonna have you come on in a minute. We're gonna get into some of these questions that were asked in or out. Okay, see, I don't know what's going on with my hold on. Okay, I saw my screen blink, so I'm not sure what was going on. Did I see Gigi on here? Hey Gigi. Hey lady, how you doing? Hi Shari. Oh, hugs and blessings to you too. Thank you. It's time for these to come out. But y'all, I have been really enjoying not putting my hands in my head. So, oh, Donna just subscribed to Nick. Good, good. You're really gonna enjoy her. And so, my girl Gigi Phasing, I know y'all know Gigi too. You're like, Wanda, we already know these people. Just in case you don't, she is another. She does beautiful home decor. So, So yeah, go and check her out also. So yeah, I'm enjoying not putting my hand in my head and not having to pick up a curling iron, a flat iron. But yeah, it's time now. Cause y'all see around here. Wait a minute, right here, y'all see this? Yeah. So it's time. So it's time to be washed and get everything done. Hi, Mariah. Good evening, Karen. Good evening. All right, so I wanted to I thought it would be a good time. And since now that we can be like face to face, live or whatever, and once again, I'm going to put the link down here. Although I have all of y'all who want to be shy, I don't understand why y'all want to be shy. But this I thought it would be a good time and a good way to do like a Q&A. We can talk girl stuff and whatever. And so I asked you guys for some questions. I got some questions. Maybe they think they know everything about me, but you don't. So, but I'm pretty sure every week you guys are probably like, oh, I would have never thought, or I never knew, she never said that before. I think, matter of fact, this morning, Mr. B and I was talking in the in the bathroom. I don't know, those of you that you can have like a long time and kind of be by yourself is like bathroom. Not over here. It does not matter if I'm on a toilet. He gonna walk in. He want to have conversations, and so okay. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, it says incoming rain. Okay, so that's what a rain is. So I guess I'm gonna get rain today. So hey, Janice. So yeah, so there's no such thing as like privacy. So anyway, we were in the bathroom this morning, getting ready. Hold on, I'll have him. We were in the bathroom getting ready, and we were talking about driving because there was some kids here in the area, and they had a bad accident, and three kids in the car were killed in the accident over near me. And so Mr. B and I was talking about it, and the young man who was the driver, I think he was 16, and I was telling Mr. B about, how you're that young, and how I was in an accident when I was 16. I had picked up my brothers from school because they let school out and it was snowing. So they tried to let it release us early. And guys, I hit a black ice and I spun. Thank God we were fine. And this man drove by. He helped pull my car out the ditch because I was trying to go get us something to eat. We wanted Hardee's, I think it was. And he was like, well, where were you going? I said, I'm going to Hardee's. And he was like, nah, baby, you might need to go home. And so I drove very slowly back home. But we were, talking about that. And he was like, babe, we've been together 21 years and I never knew that you and your brothers were in a car accident. You never told me that story. I was like, see, because there's always things to learn about people. So I never say I know everything about him, just like I never say something that he wouldn't do. Because, yeah, I'll never say that. So let's see. Karen Wilkes. Okay, so we got 39 people on here. Come on, can y'all give me some thumbs up, please? So let's see. We have Miss Kim Wilkins. Hey, lady. Hello. Mariah. I miss you guys. This is like my Friday night with my friends. Oh, because I am caregiving and it is hard to have me time. Oh, well, we are happy to have you. Well, you know where we are on Fridays at 8 o'clock. Hey, Janice. Excuse me. Good evening, ladies. Hope you all had a blessed Mother's Day. Exactly. I was going to say that. Happy belated Mother's Day to all of you guys. Um, I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. And hopefully you got some rest and relaxation. You got to enjoy your family. And if you didn't, it was just you. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because I'm telling you, sometimes I have my best time by myself. I told y'all that also. I don't need nobody. I can be my own best company. Um, Okay, so Kim says she has questions. All right, Kim, we're gonna ask your question. We're gonna answer your questions. D, hey Janet, that's my other friend. Hey, how are you? Hi, Brianna. Good evening, everyone. Good to be here. Great, glad to have you, lady, Lainey. All right, so thank you, Gigi girl. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into these. The first question, and this is by our sister girlfriend. This is from my girlfriend Linda Shaw, and she says, "I'm nosy and I'm a new viewer, so I'd like to know what hubby does for a living and how long have you been married. By the way, your home is beautiful." Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much. So my Mr. B is an account executive. So what he does is he goes and gets accounts at different stores, and then once he sets up the accounts, he brings them the merchandise. So that's what he does, and that's what he's probably done that since we've been together. And then let's see, we've been married now 18 years, just made 18 years, but we've been together for 21 years. And so yeah, so that is that one. Let's see. Lainey, this is your question. Our girlfriend Lainey asked, Juani, you seem so confident. What is your source of confidence? Were there and was there any milestone age when you had a personal empathy? Girl, I'm having a tongue. That's what's happening. Okay, had personal epiphany. Ugh. Okay, yes, epiphany. So you know what? I think my confidence actually comes from like my mom. She has always like put me in things, and so I was the and when I tell you guys about people being in people's pockets, I was literally in my mom's and my aunt's pockets, because she always was, was like one of my biggest cheerleaders, and she put me in everything. I was like, I was in pageants. I did like Miss. I was like Miss Fifth Grade. I was Miss Fifth Grade. I was Miss Ninth Grade. I was always running for something. I was running for something. I was always doing something. I was always in like some type of formal. I was going to formals. So she always put me out like that. I've always had this type of personality. Although I think right now, I think before I was probably a little bit more quieter. But I still talked a lot because I can still hear my aunt be like, "Why do you talk too much? You talking too much." So I think after she kind of told me that, I kind of clammed up a little bit. But now, no, I'm who I am right now. I think as far as like a milestone um age, I think I really became like okay with everything. And even like now, there are things, of course, when you become any age, you want to kind of tweak on you want to lose weight. Like now, this is the biggest I've ever been. And so I have been and I think probably like in my from my 20s to like 35, I was fine. And then from like 35 on, I think that's when like the weight started to inch back, inch not back on, inch on. And so I just had to really kind of like be okay with it. Not that I don't want to change it, but I'm okay with it. I see some things, there's some things that I used to be able to wear and I can't wear, right. I can't wear. And then there's things that I probably still want to wear and probably will never wear again. So I think like the epiphany part where I was like, you know what, I'm good. Probably was at, I think like 45, about 45, and I was just good with everything. I think that was I was happy how my life is. I'm happy with everything. I mean, I like me. I never been one of those who had an issue with skin color because y'all know I love my skin. Always have. So those aren't issues to me. And people who have those issues, I you know, I don't understand. But I think all of that, like I said, came from my mama, and her pushing me kind of be out there and to do things and experience things. So that's where I think my confidence comes from. Then she says, secondly, she really enjoys my cooking segments. Do I consider myself a good cook? And what is your favorite meal to cook? And what is your favorite meal to eat? So I think I'm a good cook. You know, now I told you guys I like to um I like to cook when I want to cook. I don't like people to have expectations of me to cook. So when I cook, I want to cook and I want to feed you and I want to see you enjoy it. But I don't like to be told what to cook. Yeah, yeah. And don't ask me what's for dinner. Don't, yeah, because it's not gonna be good. So I do think I am a good cook. I think um do you one of my favorite um items, things to cook. I make a very, very good chicken marsala. Very good. And everyone who has had it, they're like, oh my goodness. I think I even shared it with you guys. It was one of my girlfriend's things that I did, and I made the chicken marsala. It is excellent. And I also do a very good bananas foster. I have one of my girlfriends, she comes on here all the times, and she was like, when I come to your house, can you make me banana fosters? It is so good. So yes. So thank you for asking the question. Okay, I'm gonna go in here and see what you guys saying. See what made you start welcome to you are. Oh, okay. So Kim wants to know what made me start the welcome to you. You'll always come to Juani's house. Is that your question, Kim? Welcome to you are. Is that your question? I'm sorry. Yes, Gina, my mama definitely kept me busy. Come on, Bobby. Hey, last question. I'm sorry. Yes, Gina, my mama definitely kept me busy. Come okay, on, Bobby, turn your volume down.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Hey, how you doing?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for coming on here. You told me you was going to do it.
I did.
You know what? See, Bobby came on. She commented into one of my one of the videos, and matter of fact, I got into Bobby's pockets, y'all. I got into her pockets. I got into her pockets. So yes, she did. So if you guys remember the jumpsuit, the coverall that I showed from Reb Doll, she went and got it.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Yes. Tell them what you thought about it.
It is awesome. I'm telling you, it is just everything that you said. And as I was telling you, it was only 4X's left. And I was like, you know what? That bottom needs a little more room. Them extra thighs. I was like, between the 3X, 4X is not too much. If I can sew if I need to take it up.
Oh, that's
so
good.
But when I put it on, it fit fantabulous. And let me show you what I'm gonna put with it.
What you gonna put with it? Oh, you go, girl. Oh,
Yes.
I like that. Oh, that is going to be nice.
And if that one don't work,
Oh, no, you didn't.
off season shopping.
I love it. Oh, girl, what you gonna have on some big earrings?
Oh, got
Got
to, and then
to.
you can't
Oh,
forget.
and you know,
Okay.
you you are doing that. Yes, 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 yes. That is awesome. I'm so happy you
I
liked it
am
and
too.
you
When it
got it.
came in, I was like, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful! It's better than you even think, and it's
Yeah.
just so flowy, and it's awesome."
Yeah, see that? Uh-uh. Your daughter name is Brianna.
Yes.
She said, "That's my mama, y'all." Girl, your mama's over here showing out. Your mama is showing out. So our sister Bobby just got her forever home. Yes, she did.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yes, and she bragging because she told me she has the pool and she by the lake. Y'all know
Lake
I'm
house living.
girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so whenever I'm in town, I'm gonna stop
You
by
gonna stop
Bobby's
by
house.
Bobby's house?
I'm gonna
Okay.
stop by Bobby's house. I am. So let me.
Definitely.
Yes. So hold on.
Okay.
I gotta. All right. So what I want to do, y'all. Okay, so we got 57 on here. I need you guys to give me 57 thumbs up now. And I need for you guys to share the video. My pimpinger is on over here. So she telling me. So yes. So Bobby, okay, so me and you gonna talk. So you're gonna stay right here, okay?
Okay,
I'm
cool,
gonna answer
cool.
some of these other questions.
Okay.
And so let's see. Um beautiful. Oh, you're talking about my mom. Okay, so yes. Yeah, my mama, she definitely kept me busy. Yeah, she did. I was in ballet, I did acting, I did yeah, she put me in everything. She figured that as much as I was in her pockets, something was gonna make her some money. So Um, Sandra said, "Yes, I understand because I have been small all my life. Just started gain at 50. It's all good." Girl, yes, Sandra, it's all good. Men like curves.
Yeah, they do.
Men like curves. Don't let them fool you. Men like curves. Mr. B said, and he told me the other day, because I was complaining about my belly. And he was like, he said, leave that alone. He said, no, he said, nothing don't like bones but dogs. He said, and they bury them. So let me see. Let me answer the other question. Leonie says, "Hi, Juani. Who or what influenced you to be a YouTuber?" Um, well, y'all know Puda kind of bamboozled me into doing it. But once I got on here, the person who kind of not helped me, influenced me to continue, it was Nikki Boyd at home with Nikki, and I just loved her, and I was like, oh my goodness, she is like me. She is like me. Well, as far as like it's her decorator. Now, as far as her organizing and stuff, yeah, I'm not that one. I don't like labels everywhere. I need everybody to know where to go. I like certain things like on my tables and stuff. If I'm having a party, yes, I'll label it. But to have like labels everywhere, I found that wasn't me. And then the people who I live with, they didn't follow that. They didn't follow that. And it was kind of hard to keep up, but I love her style. I like how neat she is. So she was definitely one who influenced me. Hey, Stephanie. Okay, let's see. Who else we have? We had another one. Oh, and Robin also asked a question. And her question was, do you ever want your mom to be in your videos? So when I read this, my mom was actually on the phone and she said, "What? They want to see me?" Oh yes. Oh, because y'all, she really thinks she's the other pimpinger. So she is. So yes, so she was very excited about it. So I'll probably have her on here. She wants to cook. Now I'm gonna tell my mom can bake. Y'all know I can't bake. I can't bake a box cake, but my mom can bake anything. And so I might have her come on and she can do one of her cakes. She can bake anything. So yeah, so she was really excited about that y'all want to see her. She's like, I'm gonna have my own channel. Everybody gonna leave your channel and come to mine. I'm just like, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, we gotta see. So I think that was about all of the questions that I had. And let me see what else you guys are saying in here. And then we about to then you guys can ask me any other questions. I have a question for our sister over here, Bobby.
Okay.
Let me see. It's okay. So they said it's okay, Bobby. She gets in everyone's pockets. Oh, they talking about me. All right. Yes, because I have gotten into Gigi's pockets, so she called and told me, girl, yeah, I've gotten in her pockets a couple of times.
Okay.
And they said Bobby's going on vacay. Hey, Stephanie. Let's see. They said congratulations on your home, Bobby.
Thank you.
Um, yes, you like Nikki Boyd, love Nikki Boyd. Hey, Sunny Day. She said she had a feeling I was on. You know it. Juani, is learning how to edit videos difficult to learn? Yes and no. Yes and no. When I first started, yes, it was very, very difficult. And it did not help that I had a millennial trying to teach me how to do it because,
Okay.
oh my goodness, because Bobby,
Yes.
they're like, she gets so frustrated. Mom, you're not that old. You know how to do this. If I knew, I wouldn't ask you. So,
Exactly.
but so she was like, "You can't break it." Okay, I can't. You're right. I can't break it. But if you could just show me, and then when she showed me, she takes the cursor and does this. I
That
can't.
does not help.
That does not help at all. So, um, I just had to just like keep playing with it. And so now that I have the Mac, I haven't, I started off doing very well with it, but because I have an Android, so I do need to change to, to another Apple product, because trying to get my information off of my Android to my Mac can make me want to pull my hair out literally. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go and get my connect this with my PC, and I know what I'm doing. So because now I went to her the other day about something that was on my Mac, and she gave me that look. I said, "That's all right. That's all right. I got my cord. Let me go and hook up my phone." So yeah, so some parts of it can be difficult. It's just that I'm still trying to get my bearings with it, but I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna let it defeat me. Yeah. Like Stephanie says, depends on the software you use. Yes, and I use Filmora. So Filmora to me was easy. Some people like Final Cut Pro. They like doing all that. I don't want to deal with all that. I don't. And we will. Okay. Um, this is why I haven't done my first video. I'm so scared, intimidated with technology. But you can't be scared. You're
Right.
just gonna have to do it. You're just gonna have to do it, and you're not gonna figure it out unless you do it. So no, don't be scared. And I already know what I say. Y'all need to do it if you want to create a channel. I am your biggest cheerleader. Do it and let me know. You see, Stephanie uses Filmora also. So Eric, Eric T. Hey, hello, Wani. Why did you relocate from California? I relocated from California back to Atlanta. I'm originally from Atlanta. I'm originally from Georgia. I attended college in California. So I left here at 18 and stayed there until um, I came home. I had Puda at 21. And then I came back. I went back to California at 2024. And then Puda came back with me. So the rest of the time we've been in California. So I pretty much have been in California all of my adult life. So I decided to come back home, one, because I miss my family. And I knew it was time for me to come back home when I was in the airport crying, boo-hooing, not wanting to go back west. I was like, girl, you too doggone grown for this. It's time. And so and then I also wanted to buy a house. Now there was one time my sister and I, we was going to buy a duplex together, and now I wish we would have. But it kind of fell through, and people, because of our age, they didn't think that we were serious or that we could do it. But my dad was actually going to give us part of the money for the down payment, so I wish we would have done it now, because girl, your girl would have been sitting real pretty right now. So that's why I came back. I came back because family, and Poodle was getting older, my parents were getting older, and her just coming back during the summers, I felt like she was missing out on a lot. And I also felt like, as far as her history in California, they teach you about everybody else's history. Pretty much it's Hispanic history. And I felt like she did not get like her about where she came from. And me being brought up here in Atlanta and civil rights and, you know, black excellence and stuff like that, I felt like she was missing out on that. She knew about Cesar Chavez, and when they talked about black history, they still talked about three people: Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, and Martin Luther King. There was more people, to help during the civil rights and all that time besides them. So I just needed to make sure that she came back here so that she can kind of know where she came from and where her lineage was. Okay, so now keep practicing. Okay, yeah. What is your favorite food to eat? And when you bring your mom on, do you think she would consider baking a pound cake or a fruit cobbler? A fruit cobbler. My favorite food to eat, girl, y'all, potatoes. I don't care what it is. I love potatoes, mashed potatoes, French fries, hash browns. It does not matter. I love potatoes. That's my favorite food. And yes, my mom makes a really good pound cake. So yes, and she wants to use that doggone mixer that I don't use. That's Mr. B calls decoration. Yeah. So yeah, she can make a fruit cake. She could make a fruit cobbler. Those are some difficult desserts to make. Yes, she sure can. I can't. I have been in the kitchen with her making pound cakes and all the sifting 6 times and sifting this. That's not for me. I'm like, I don't understand why we just can't put the flour, sugar in there and the butter, mix it up and do whatever you want to do. All that sifting, yeah, but she will definitely do it. All right, I know she watching this. So, Mama, they want to make a pound cake or some type of cobbler. So that's gonna be. So you're gonna have to have your stuff ready to do this.
Well, one, it took me till I was 50 to learn how to do a cake. And now
Really?
it's the best thing I bake. I only do that, but I can bake that one cake, and I do the sifting and all of that. I think my issue was I didn't follow directions.
Oh, so, yes.
And
And
you have to be specific with the
yes,
directions. And that's why I don't like to bake. But when I want that cake, baby, it
yes.
comes out crisp and it's got all the crumbles and all of that. Oh,
What
yeah.
kind of cake do you make?
It's a pound cake.
Oh, you do a pound cake
It's a pound
also?
cake. That's all I can do. And it took me until I was 50 to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Not that I was
Well,
trying the whole time. I found a recipe and I
uh-huh.
actually followed the directions and it came out awesome. Boo is like when you gonna make one of them cakes.
You see that? Girl, oh my goodness.
Now
I
his mom bakes And so they got all the recipes, and of course they're being passed down to my daughter. So I did the cooking. I was like, I don't need to bake. Y'all do that part.
Yes.
But I wanted that cake, and yes.
And you
It
got
turned out fantabulous.
So how often do you bake?
I only do it like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Now, if his birthday, all of our stuff ends up at the end of the year.
Okay.
His birthday, our anniversary, Christmas, New Year's. We generally take that time, and that's our holiday. So if he wants to, then I'll make it then.
Okay, good. Yeah. Wait a minute. Got rum. When you go to the Bahamas?
Oh, God. That was probably maybe 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Recent trip was Paris and London. That's what we're going to have to talk about, because y'all got to get out there and see some things. We celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary.
31st?
In Paris. And then we did London. We brought the New Year's in London.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're at 36 this year in December.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
That hits the forever. We kept seeing stuff, and it was like, this is our dream. We kept getting glimpses of stuff, and it was like, we need to live like this. You would go places and see stuff nice. This is how we're going to live. And this house came up, and we were like, that's what we're going to live.
Oh, my gosh. That is awesome.
Yes.
That is, oh, my goodness.
Our friends would tell us all the time, if anybody's going to be a millionaire in this family, it's going to be y'all. Now, we didn't quite get to the million, but we good.
But we good though. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh my goodness, that is such a blessing.
Thank you.
Oh I can't believe you 30. You said 30.
We're at 35. We'll be in 36 in December 27th.
December 27th. Wow.
Yeah.
That is, girl. Okay, yes. You know, because we looking cute. Yes, we
are. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. And daughter was at the wedding. Okay.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. Stephanie said she wants to learn how to make tea cakes.
Those are good. My mom can make some mean tea cakes.
You know what? I don't know. Y'all know I can't make it. We'll ask my mom. I don't know if she makes a tea cake. Does my mom make blackberry cobbler and peach pie? Yes, she did. Now I don't like blackberries. My mom I like wait a minute. No, I don't like blackberry. I like blueberries. I don't like blackberries. Okay. But my mom, she eats everything. So yes, I'm pretty sure she makes a blackberry cobbler. She definitely makes a peach pie. Yes. Hi, Simple Southern Reflections. So the next thing, okay, so this is my question for you. So I was talking to one of my co-workers today.
Okay.
And it's a question for everybody. So once again, I'm going to put the link on so you can come on in here and you can chat with Robbie and I. So we were talking, and so she is newly back out into dating, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so she forgot. I think she was married. Well, she actually still is married, but so they're going through a separation. Well, yeah, that part. And so now that everything that she has been with this guy, I think they've been married like 22 years. Mm-hmm. And so now that she is about to embark being out there again, and they've been separated now for 3. So she's like, okay, now she's going back out there again. One thing that she realized now, and she probably realized then, was that she outgrew her husband. Okay. Right? So she continued to progress in her career and her education or whatever, and he kind of stayed back. And he of course he supported her, but not knowing in the background he was resenting her. So Now, but she has always been like a go-getter. That has always been her. But so now she is like, she knew that about him. She knew, but although she would like encourage him to go back to school and to do, and try to educate himself and move up, he just didn't want to. So now, so she was like, the signs, now, if she should see the signs in somebody else that she dates, she wants to recognize the signs, and to be able to, move past them, or, be like, next, or, I don't want to deal with this. So like with you and your boo, like interactions like that, like where like you kind of like yin and yang and you don't miss, how do you like still compliment each other? Because a lot of times, we might, women, we are, one, we're nurturers first, but secondly, we can be overachievers, and sometimes wherever we are, I know me, when I'm set on something, that's all I see. I don't see anything else.
Okay.
So for situations like that, what kind of advice can you give?
I would say it sounds like they weren't equally yoked, and people don't put enough, stock into that. My husband and I did go through a period when I was starting in the mortgage industry, and we kind of, separated on the ideology of things, because he was used to having a paycheck every month. And when I did that, my income went down, but it was a learning curve for me. And
Right.
so we just had to talk through it. And over maybe 5 or 6 years, it just became something that, we both understood was going to continue to happen. And he, of course, I hope he didn't resent it, but because it worked out.
Thank you.
um, and I think that when you're with the person, I was listening to, I think, your anniversary video earlier today. And you guys were talking about the 7-year itch. And I know that people don't believe it is a real thing, but it actually is. Generally, your body changes every 7 years. So if you think your mind and your thoughts and your ideology and the things that you want to continue to do aren't changing, then something's wrong with you. My husband, the person that I was when I married him at 20, 23, 21, is not who I am today. And so he has evolved over the years as well. But the one thing that we have always had is good communication. We were always able to talk. In fact, that's the thing that I love about us now. In the morning, it's like he's trying to get out and go to work, and I'm working from home. So we're having conversations, and he's like, I gotta go. It's like, but when we'll say, well, what about this? Or, whatever the conversation is, and we're trying to drag ourselves away from each other. But you got to have that communication. So I would say to her, if she spotted those signs, and she felt like he was stagnant, then you can't force a person to do anything. Like they say, you can't bring a person to the horse to the water and make him drink. Cannot. A person has to gradually want to do those same things, which again gets back to the equally yoked. So I would say, as she's going out and venturing out to find someone else, that she needs to find someone and attract what it is that she wants.
That's exactly what I said. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can get caught up in the same thing. We still deal with those generational curses, stuff that's happened through the family, and it just trickles down, and you're like, how am I going to get past that? And just listening and thinking about letting other people tell you what to think is a problem.
Yes.
I think that building, what is it? The memory, not the memory boards, not
the mood board.
It's kind of like a mood board, but it's Bree, put that in the comments for me.
Yes, Bree, put that in the comments for us. We have
what I'm talking about, because I have them all over the house.
Yes.
I just when get over a certain age.
Thank God. Yes.
But
Vision board.
vision board. I knew she was gonna
Yes.
do it.
Thank you, Mariah.
So when you have a vision board and you can put that stuff out and say, these are the dreams, these are the things that I want to aspire to, you can actually achieve them. You cannot
Yes.
keep stuff inside. You have to write it down.
I
And so
totally agree with that.
it all comes together, and you won't even believe it. I have a giant memory board because I'm an artist too, so I love creating with my hands. So eventually I will go and change stuff on it because I want to add to what it is that I was thinking. And my husband, he has his own kind of way of doing it. But even when we were looking at this house, I was thinking, it's probably not what we should be doing right now. And he was like, "No, baby, you want that house? You want it?" He was like, "Let's go get it." And
Let's
so
go get it.
it's like, again, you're yin and yang, but at a point where you think that someone else, is on that same page with you, it helps. So I would definitely say find someone that is doing the things that you want to do and actually find them in that area of study, and it'll make it a lot easier.
That is excellent, excellent advice. I'm going to definitely have her watch this because I said something similar to her. And the one thing that you stated that I did say to her was that now that she recognizes the flaw that she ignored.
Right.
Yes, because we tend to do that. We
Right.
see things and you figure, oh, well, I can deal with it or I can change it. Well, now
Right.
you've already had the experience of
And
trying
it's 2
to
years gone. You can't get that time
you
back.
can't get those back,
Yeah.
right? So yes, I definitely agree with you with what you said, and yeah, this whole new thing with her. Yeah, we had a long conversation today about a lot of things, so that was definitely one. Hey, Stacy,
Hi, ladies. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
It's Friday.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm so happy you came on and joined us.
I did it. I jumped. How you doing, Bobby?
Hi.
What are y'all talking about? I kind of missed the trying to do the finagling to get on here, and I'm like, I'm missing the conversation.
You listened to Well, right now it's just we're just chatting really. I
Yeah.
answered some questions earlier and I was talking about a conversation that I had with a counterpart who's about to newly embark on dating. She's been separated. I think she's been married like 21, 22 years, but they've been separated 3 years. And so now she realizes that it's over. She's they're moving forward, and so now she's like she wants to get out there again, but she realized the things that were in him that she overlooked, and he resented her for was her ambition and how she excelled in her career. And although in the background he act like he supported her, he was resenting her all the time.
That happens so much. That's why communication has to stay key.
Mm-hmm.
Got to start out in the beginning, talking to each other. This is what my dreams are. This is what your dreams are. Now we need to
Mm-hmm.
make a dream together. Because
Yes.
if you're not about nothing, you're going to get left behind. I'm just going to be straight up with you because I'm not dragging nobody along with me.
That's right. That's right. We are definitely not in the dragon.
Phase together, but
Hi, everyone.
real toxic.
Hi.
Very much so. Hey, Stacy. I mean,
Yeah.
Stephanie. Wait, I have I'm getting feedback. Stacy, turn your volume down. There you go.
I still hear YouTube.
Okay. You
I
I
don't have
still hear.
anything on but what I'm talking to. I don't think it's me. Nope, it's off.
Okay, you good now. Well, no, that's me.
No, it's still an echo.
Let me see. What about now?
Don't hear it.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, go ahead. What you had to say, Stephanie?
Well, I went through that situation where I was married to someone that wasn't equally yoked.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I started noticing he was kind of, I don't want to say hating, but in a way he was when he found out I was making more money than he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't understand the problem because the money was going to the same bank account. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand the issue. But the more money I made more than him and kept climbing up, the more hatred he had for me.
Mm-hmm.
And he started becoming mean because of
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I was making more money than him. And plus, I was back in school trying to get another degree to go up a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me himself that he was intimidated because I had my degrees and he didn't have one. And he didn't know if he could stay in a marriage with a woman that uh, was more than him. That's how he put it.
But you know what? When you talk about things like that, wait a minute, wait, Stephanie, Stacy, go ahead, Stacy. What you say?
No, I'm saying most of the time that sounds like pride.
Yes.
Not that they
Hmm.
hating you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
very prideful thing for them because they figure I should be farther along the way I am, especially if my woman or my wife passing me up. That's
Mm-hmm.
some seated insecure issues they dealing with.
Oh
And
Exactly.
it
yeah,
really has nothing to do with you.
because
Yes.
he got really hateful.
And but you know what? Some of those things can also hold on. Okay, some of those issues, I think men, especially like when you're a man of like a certain age or whatever, they kind of get those gender roles kind of mixed up,
Yeah,
and they think, okay, a man's supposed to provide and all this other stuff and bring home, the money, and he's supposed to take care of you. But in their head, if you are doing that, that means you're the man. So that means, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
yeah,
instead of them looking at it like this is for us and
right,
everything that we've done together, I mean, what I have and what you have come together, we are great. But I think sometimes the ego, like Stacy said, and they get the gender roles um like confused. And but there's nothing that we can do about that because you can't keep yourself down and because then you're going to resent them.
That's true.
right. Because I had to stop telling him when I got promoted and got a raise. I didn't tell him anymore because
Hmm.
I noticed the animosity he had when he found out how much I made. But then it got to the point where enough was enough, where I had to walk away from that marriage.
Wow.
And I didn't date for, I think, 10 years. And
Wow.
then when I finally started dating, because I was so nervous because my kids were young and I didn't know if I dated somebody, if they were going to like little boys or little girls.
Mm,
So I didn't date really. So when I started dating, I dated online. And when I
mm-hmm,
met my husband that I'm married to now, he was attracted to me because of my degrees. He
mm-hmm,
said he wanted someone that he could hold a conversation with and didn't have to dumb it down for them to understand what he was saying.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
right now today, we laugh more than anything, and we finish each other's sentences. And when he starts to say something, I can say stop because I already know what he's going to say because he's
mm-hmm,
going to say something funny. I'm like, don't you do that. And he'll look at me, why? I'm like, because I know what you're finna say, and
mm-hmm,
we'll both bust out laughing. We have, like Bobby said, or Stacy said, that communication is the key.
mm-hmm,
If you cannot sit down and talk to your spouse or whoever about anything under the sun, I mean, from health to problems with your body
mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm.
life in general, and they don't turn the face or run away, then you got somebody. Because
Right.
I can talk to him about anything,
Good.
anything I can talk to this man about.
Good.
Right.
And,
And
and
to piggyback on that, I was going to say, when I first got married to my husband, my thought process was because I had dated other people that, they kind of had that same gender ideology.
mm-hmm,
And
Hmm.
I said, if once I marry this person, I should be able to talk to them about anything. And so I
Yes.
tested the waters just to see. Now we'd have probably gone too far, but but I feel like he's my best friend. And even at a point where we could not communicate, or you get stagnant, or you might want to put him in the other room, or whatever the case may be.
Well, that's where he is now, in the other room. He had surgery, so I'm in one room, he's in another.
Okay. No, I was saying more so in a case where you're angry and you don't want to.
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
I would come back to him and say, "Hey, can I talk to my best friend?" And so it opens the door.
That was And
I got a point to where it's like we can agree to disagree, and we'll go to that subject because we know there is no answer. You feel your way about it. I feel my way about it.
Yes.
But we had to come to a point where it's not going to stop the relationship on that subject matter. So
but what we had to do was this: when we say something and I get kind of, you get in your feelings, I had to stop and say, okay, wait a minute. What did you mean when you said this, that, and the other? And he'll tell me what he meant, and I tell him what I thought he meant.
Yes.
And then we'll go, oh, so you didn't mean, oh, okay. So that's what we had to learn to do. If we would get in our feelings, we have to stop and say, wait a minute, what did you mean when you said this or that? And then you explain it, and then the other person gets it. Now, you can agree to disagree because you're not going to be agreeing on everything, but you can come to a compromise.
Right.
That's true. And that's so. Wait, hold on. What you say, Stacey?
I said exactly, because that's just the way it goes. But I like how she said, how Bobby said, you just go and talk to him. Can I talk to my friend?
Yes.
Me and mine have been together 24 years, and we do the same. Nobody marriage is perfect. Y'all gonna have y'all up and down.
Yes.
But I have to tell him sometimes. My husband is a preacher, so when I need to talk to him, it's like, I don't want to talk to Pastor. I want to talk to Glenn. Or I don't want to talk to Glenn. I want to talk to my boyfriend. That's what I tell him. So he'll get in his mind, okay, she want to have a conversation about a certain thing. So which hat do I need to go put on? Yeah, you need to find out which hat you need to put on, because I need to have a real serious conversation.
Yes.
And I need the pastor to go in his office and stay in there, because we need to come to him.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. And so when Mr. B and I have a disagreement, I am the one. I'm gonna sit on it for a minute. I'm gonna sit, and he'll tell you. I will one word him. He'll ask me a question. I will respond. Yep. Nope. Those are all the.
Ooh, I do that too.
But once he's gone, he'll get a call in the middle of the day, and I say, we need to talk.
Hello.
And he's like, oh hell. Because he knows by then I have gotten everything together, everything I want to say, and I'm gonna go bump. So normally, and so sometimes when we need to talk, it might come a day or two later. And so he hates that. He hates it because he says, when you're mad at me, my entire day goes wrong. So if you're mad at me for 2 days, these next 2 days are gonna be screwed up. He said, nothing going on. So he said, so I wish you would just get it over with. And I was like, nah, because now I know it's gonna bother you for 2 days. I'm gonna sit on it for 2 days.
You're gonna say you need to process. I like that one better.
Yes, I do. I need to process it. I do. Because all the time, if it come out right then, it's not gonna be good.
Okay.
It's not gonna be good. And I'm more level-headed a day or two later.
Right.
Yes, I need time to think. And so, but he hates it. So I was like, I'm always like, we need to talk. So it's either on the phone or when he come in the house and he goes in the room, I'll be like, we need to talk, or if it's that, or it's I've been thinking. He's like, oh, mm-mm. Either way, it's not good for me.
Exactly.
It's not good for me. So, but I do like my I need to talk to my best friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Also,
one.
it channels to a whole nother conversation, because even if you're still mad, it's
Yeah.
like, whatever the problem is, it's like, oh man, I gotta break down to the core and open up and peel the onion.
Right.
Exactly.
And you have to learn not to hit those sore spots.
Right.
Yes.
You
Yes.
cannot be mad and go, okay, well, this. You can't do that because you're messing up the whole process. You
Mm-hmm.
have to stop. And what we do is, I'll take a stop and I'll take a deep breath, and then I'll say what I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm up to the level where I want to grab you and just jet you, I have to take that deep breath to
Mm-hmm.
put Stephanie back down on earth
Mm-hmm.
and then say, okay, this is what I don't like. I don't like when you do this. Don't shout at me, or don't do this, or don't do that. Because if I say it while I'm up in the atmosphere, ain't no telling what's going to come out my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Exactly. Monica says her husband hates when she says the words "we need to talk." Girl, they hate those
They
words.
do. They do.
They hate those. Peggy on here, she said that she's given up on try to bear her soul and communicate it. She said she's in protect myself mode. Wow.
That's that's that's
So
that's a hard.
That is really hard. That's
yes.
really
So
hard.
what can we say to Peggy? Um. Wow. What?
Have they tried counseling?
I was going to say that same thing, because
What you
we
say?
actually did it.
What you
Yeah.
say, Stacey?
Because a good thing to try is what I saw on the movie, and it works. They need to both get a sheet of paper and write on one side what they like about each other, on the other side what they don't. And if the good outweigh the bad, sit down and talk about what the issues are.
Peggy says, yes, we have. What, you've gone to counseling or you've done the paper trick?
But the paper trick can still be tricky if you don't have anybody to mediate it. Because
That's true,
he's
Stacey.
fixing the
That's true.
papers. I'm reading what he wrote. He's reading with mine. And baby Hollis gonna
Ooh,
give
and
you
then
his
you
You
stuff.
get
said it's
hot
going to
and
pop
hot
off.
and hot.
Right.
You're right.
What you mean by this? But why you didn't tell me that then? Why we got
Yes.
to bring this up now? Well, you should have been said something about that. And then they go to head going, and you ain't got
Oh,
no, you ain't went nowhere.
Yeah.
Brought out a whole nother personality over a piece of paper.
so Peggy said they've gone to counseling. Okay,
Did
so
they go to a preacher or did they go to a counselor?
Because they different.
Yeah.
yes, yes, very much so.
A counselor is gonna give you worldly advice, or preacher gonna give you the real advice.
And then Peggy, because this is my next question is, because she said she's in protect myself mode. So being in protect myself mode means that you're on the defensive. You're
Mm-hmm.
on the defensive, and so are you're protecting your heart? Are you protecting your physical? I mean, what do you mean? What you say, Stacey?
Asking her what is she protecting herself from?
Yes, preaching
Yeah.
together and counselor for myself. So they've done the preacher together, and she's done counseling for herself.
Is she in a place where she wants to
Are you what? Do you want to
better,
leave?
or is she at a place where she doesn't think anything can be different?
Yes. I'm no. I'm saying yes. She can respond.
Because I'm getting
Peggy,
confused. Like, huh?
Peggy, I don't mean to answer for you. So yes, I'm saying yes. I agree with what Bobby said. That was my question.
Well, the reason I asked is because my husband and I went to counseling, and we went to a place called Retrovi. It's spelled RETROVAILLE, and it's a totally different type of counseling. It can be in a session, but it's not where you have to explain what has happened in a
Excuse me.
situation. It's
Mm-hmm.
not in a place where somebody's going to be on your side or the other side. It's in a place where if your partner is not expressive and is not going to write or will try to deflect and not be in that place where they want to make a change, it will not work. But
Mm-hmm.
my
That's true.
husband and I, when we were in the 20-year point, I was about ready to hang it up.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it. It's like a 3-day session. They take your phones, they take everything. You go to a hotel and you have sessions where you're listening to someone else talk about their issues,
Mm-hmm.
and it puts the I in we and how they were feeling, and then they tell you to write how you're feeling, and then you share that information to a person. But it's a full process, and it does resolve some things, because what we don't realize is we're bringing other people into our relationships with us.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my
Mhm.
parents to bed with me, and he brought his parents, or whatever
Mhm.
that situation was that we were raised through. We
Mm-hmm.
bring it because, well, my mama said you can't talk to me like this, and well, my mama said, you're not gonna do this to me, and blah blah
Mhm.
blah. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't do a relationship like that. You have to leave the other people outside. But
That's right.
it is something that I am an advocate. So if you tell them Bobby and Kevin sent you, we were there April of 2009, and we had made it out. So it's a process. But I think they have it in every country now. And
Okay.
so you can just sign up, go to retrovide.com,
Oh, here we go.
RETROVAILLE.com. And if they'll have a session, even if you're not talking to each other, if you
Wow.
want to try to change, because what we're doing it for is the children. They're the ones who will benefit. Even if you
Mhm.
stay together, it'll make it better as parents, co-parents, and coming back together. So
Okay.
Right.
that's why I'm an advocate for it.
That is very good information. That's why it's good to, talk to your girls, because we all have been through some type of,
Mhm.
really, we've all
Oh,
been through some
definitely.
type of trauma. We've been through some mess. And
Yes.
Mhm.
we can learn from each other, and and was like, I would have never known that, and
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of other women never would have never had known about something like that, because you always think about, yes, you go to your pastor, and then
Right.
you can go to outside services, but to actually see someone who's actually done it
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
has been successful, that's good.
And then they have follow-ups where you can go on the weekends and you have sessions, and that's where the deep dive is. And so when you're going through a specific issue, you work on smaller issues, and then you can learn how to fix the small stuff, and then it takes you through the big stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's absolutely the best, worst 3 days of our lives. And my husband says the same thing, because I
Wow.
was out of there, and I got a love letter from him that I never had over those 20 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So it,
want to know, is her relationship is not of physical abuse or mental abuse, is it?
She says, myself. Oh, so she says emotionally. She says the walls are up, and I don't make myself vulnerable anymore.
okay.
Mm.
But is she at a point where she wants to try? That's the difference.
Yes. Yes. Retro.
Vi-
Retro Val.
It looks like Vial, but it's VAILLE. It's pronounced retro Vi.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Gigi wrote it in the chat.
Okay.
So, oh, hold on. What is this? Big Mama House says, she says, Peggy, but when you get to the three C's, one, you don't create it. Two, you don't cause it. Three, you can't cure it. So maybe it's time to let it go. So she says, Peggy said it isn't physical. So
Okay.
it's okay. So um okay, so but do you have kids? Are you staying because of the kids? Because when you brought that up, Bobby, you know, a lot of women do
Yeah,
um,
they do stay because of the children.
because of the kids. Yes.
But
So
the children do see when your parent is miserable.
yes.
Mhm.
And that's
Exactly.
not what you want them to see.
Hmm. Wow.
It just sounds like they get some counseling somewhere and at least get to step one.
Yes.
So she can start bringing them walls down. So because
Yes.
if
Hmm
nobody can get in, you can't
Right.
get healed because you're not opening up enough to let something get in there to heal you
Right.
So
in
she
the
says
first place.
her children are all grown. It's just him and I at home.
Mm, that big.
Okay.
So what it
And
is
listen,
they built
And
their
that,
life
then they
around their
find out
children. And when the kids left, they had nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot
they
that
begin to
happens in life.
find out things about themselves that
Yes.
they totally ignored the whole entire time. Me and my husband
Hmm
went through that when we first became empty nesters. We had
Mm-hmm.
5 over here, and they was in sports. They was in all kind of stuff. So we was busy. When I say busy, we was busy,
Mm-hmm.
running, 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 running. And then when that last one left the nest, we came back home after dropping her off at college, and we just sat in the living room and was like, so this what it's gonna be. He was like, ain't we supposed to be doing something right now? I was like, no, we just dropped her out. We literally was sitting around trying to figure out it was something because we were so used to doing stuff with
Mm-hmm.
everybody. We didn't have
Mhm.
nothing to do. So we literally had to sit and talk to one another. And we was
Wow.
like,
Yeah, you got to break that rule.
we'll try that again
hmm
tomorrow because we did not have, I mean, it's not like we didn't have anything in common. We just felt lost for a little bit. For about
Mm-hmm.
a year and a half, we had to re-find ourselves again and
Yes.
start dating each other
hmm
and going back to the fun stuff, even to the point of not answering the phone when the kids call. We on a date. What y'all want? Do y'all think? It's our time now.
It's
So
our time.
what is it? Send it to the voicemail because it's our time now. We trying to rekindle our marriage and get to
Mm-hmm.
know each other again because
Mm-hmm.
it was hard. Oh
I'm,
my
I'm
God,
sure.
hmm
it was hard. But we got through it. So that can happen if you're not paying attention. And we went
Right.
through that. Every little thing he did, I was like, "Oh my God, stop that! What are you doing?"
Oh,
But
yes.
hey, he's always put his socks on the floor. Stuff that he's always done that I just
Yes.
never really
Yes.
paid attention to because we was busy with kids.
Yes.
Stuff I did irritated him
Mm-hmm.
because we was busy with kids. But when it was just us, we was both like at each other all the time. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I really became the Nancy of the house. Pick that up. Put that away. Get that out there. Did you just see me clean the kitchen? And you gonna come right behind me and dirty these pots and I'm gonna leave it there? Girl, we was going head up about every little thing. We got to stop. We have got to stop. So we started talking to each other and calming down. And a friend of ours, couples, they was like, okay, we need to counsel y'all too, because y'all tripping just a little bit too much. And so we had to start getting back involved with each other. And it
hmm
eventually leveled out. Even now, it ain't as bad as it used to be, but even now it's like, okay, we stuck together a little bit too much. I need to breathe. You need to breathe. Go find your
Yes.
friend.
hmm
I'm going over
Yes.
here and do my YouTube.
Yes.
Go do
Yes.
something. But it's
Yes.
crazy. But it's fun. It's a good process when y'all are friends that are
Yeah.
still
hmm
trying to keep that relationship going. You already married. That ain't going nowhere. But you got to
hmm
work on that friendship.
Yes.
That's where the fun and the play comes back in. We good as pie now. I know what irritate him. He know what irritate me, and we avoid it.
And
Right.
you avoid it. So
hmm
Peggy said it's both of their second marriages, and we already had our children in our first marriages. So, okay, shoot, Peggy
So
making this hard.
It's not really. Actually, like I said, if he goes, if they want to work on it, the point is they both have to be willing, and
They
there can't
both.
be a third person in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Third person, they will not do anything. You have
mhm.
to decide: do you want to at least try We're not saying
Mm-hmm.
solve a problem, but do you want to try? He will go on the website, fill out his part. She will go on the website, fill out her part. They will give them a date and time to show up. And if they both show up, then they have a place to start.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to
That
do that,
sounds good.
that's
It's
it.
with an open
You
mind.
can't force a person, like I said, to do anything. They have to
That's
be
true.
willing
You
participants.
can't.
But the fact that she's protecting herself says
Yes.
that she's still in communication with him in some kind of way,
Mm-hmm.
and either
It's just response.
right. And so if you're
Mm-hmm.
snapping and you're like, I don't want to do it. I've been there. I mean, there's several different stages of anger and all of that stuff. So you go through
Mm-hmm.
those phases. But if I look back on where I was and what happened, I actually went to a specific counseling session just for myself because I was so angry. And when I got back from those 3 days, I went back to see my counselor, and she was like, "What are you doing here? Everything that you told me was what's going to take us 2 years. You're done."
Mm.
So I
Hmm.
had to take that as a gift that it actually
Mhm.
was. Those 3 days canceled out 2 whole years.
Wow.
Hmm.
The full process that I was going to go through with her. She's like,
Mhm.
"There's nothing else to talk about. Y'all just have to, continue through the process."
So another thing that I was just thinking about is, so they've done the counseling with both or whatever. So if she said she's gonna look into the website and she thanked us, but I think you also are going to have to prepare yourself for him not wanting to do it.
Exactly.
You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to, because that's gonna say a lot. That's gonna say, he is where he is or
Mhm.
whatever, and he's fine with the situation. And y'all know how y'all know how I am. And when it comes to stuff like this, I can't let nobody make a decision for me. So
Right.
Exactly.
you are going to have to prepare yourself for him not wanting to move forward, and then in that case you're going to have to do what's best for you, because you can't go on the rest of your life trying to protect yourself and shielding yourself.
Exactly.
That's not helping.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
you're really going to have to think about, you guys as a unit. And if he isn't, he doesn't or isn't willing to do that, then you're going to have to start thinking probably what's best for you. And unfortunately, that might, or fortunately,
Right.
it might be you moving on by yourself. And don't get all twisted up in the whole thing about, you're gonna be by yourself and you lonely and all that other stuff, because that could also be the time that you need to build yourself back up again.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yes.
Show yourself some love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Self
Yes.
love.
Mm-hmm.
And give yourself some grace, because you said this is your second, and it almost sounds like you don't want to do it again, because this could be like a second failure or whatever. It is not failure, but you need to give yourself some grace and don't just stay in it just to be in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I concur.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness, I love you ladies. You guys, oh my goodness, we just throwing knowledge. Okay, so this is another question that because I told you I was talking to straight Stacy. You talking? Stacy, you said something?
I don't think she can hear you.
I don't think she can either.
I can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you. Can't hear you still.
No.
She said
Mm-mm.
she can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Okay. Okay, Stacy. Well, thank you for coming on.
Bye, Stacy. Still can't. She
Yeah,
her volume quit.
yeah, her volume quit. So, okay, so but my next question is, all right, guys, if you want to come back on here with us, um, My next question is what was my next question? Oh, talking to my friend, and she made a comment that about unconditional love. She wanted someone, since that issue, she wants someone to be able to love her unconditionally. I had a response to that. So I want to I'm echoing. Am I echoing?
I don't
Not
hear it.
now.
No.
Okay. Um so I had a response to that. I'm gonna tell y'all what my response was. You guys tell me if I was right or wrong.
Okay.
After the fact. Okay. Big Mama said your inner peace is everything. And Peggy agreed with us. Okay.
Hmm.
And then we saw Brianna. Brianna said I am staying because of the kids. Okay, Brianna. Auntie, we're gonna have to talk to you, girlfriend. We can't do that. We can't stay because of the kids. Because like Stephanie said, the kids still see things. You may not think
Yes.
they
Yeah.
see it, but they can see it, even if they don't hear anything, they can
They
see
can see it and they feel it.
can
They feel it in
feel
the
it.
way you interact with each other. They
Yes,
notice it.
yes.
And
They
she
they
needs to hear this. We've
they
had this conversation.
yo, yes, girl. So don't be uh-oh. Okay, that's Stacy trying to come back.
Girl, I don't know what's going on over here.
Wait a minute, let me um wait. Okay, so now you own, let me remove this one. Oh, Stacy, you on both of them?
Her other one, she didn't cut it off.
What?
Stacy, cut off your other one.
Is it off now?
Let me see.
It's still there.
How about
There
now?
we go. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so your kids still see and hear everything. They see, hear, and talk to me about it. See?
Yeah.
Hmm.
See, so no, we can't do that. Now I'm telling you guys, I'm like the master planner. So I don't suggest that nobody do anything unless you got a plan.
Come
So
on now.
don't just jump out the pot into the water. You need to be planning. Start saving your money and
Hmm.
getting the things. You got to get you another little account. You have to start doing things because you need to plan your exit. Don't
Right.
just jump out there and do it. But wherever your situation is, y'all know how I can be very,
Yeah.
because you got to put yourself first. Ain't
Hmm.
nobody ain't nobody gonna love you better than you. And if he can't treat you the way that you know you deserve to be treated, you need to make your escape. So don't stay because of the kids. Let the kids be your reason to leave.
Come on now.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So I tell you, I have been before Mr. B. Actually, Puda's actually her biological father, her biological father. He was, oh my goodness, he was a master manipulator, and it was one of those situations where he was very envious of me, and he would say things to me like you think you Queen of Sheba, um you
Oh,
you think you
Wow.
think you so pretty, you think you so educated, you don't know everything. And was one of those things. Um I was in college when I met him. He wasn't. So, that there were certain things, and at the time, like I told you guys before, I wanted to be a journalist. At the time I did. And
Hmm.
so there were certain things that he would say, and he would like try to like pick.
right.
And I think he thought he had me because I was pregnant. But
But
no,
God.
but God, but God. And there was things that I saw, and I was like, And so, I mean, literally, he was like, my dad has never hit me. My granddad had never hit me. He hit me. And that just did it because I was like,
Yes.
no, none of the men in my family has never hit me. I've never gotten a whooping, a spanking, nothing.
Wow.
Oh, that part right there
Yeah.
got me. And y'all, I almost killed him literally.
Juani, how long were you in jail? I mean,
Did you run over him twice or just one?
how yeah.
Y'all, if oh my goodness.
Girl.
Okay, so I am not in jail because I did not give him a bigger piece of cake.
Oh,
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
I
That
had to pray.
that is
I
why
had to pray and ask God to
Mm.
give me the strength.
that is why. And my sister can tell you she was on the phone crying and she was like, Wani, please. And I was just like, just take care of my baby.
Yeah.
That it was that bad. I mean,
Whoa.
that part, that's where I was. And I know if I would have given him a bigger piece of cake, I probably would just be getting out.
Mm.
Wow.
So don't let it get there. And so
Hmm.
what he did teach me was he taught me everything that I knew I didn't want because I instantly knew
Oh,
that
you will
I
see it.
didn't want him. I
Mm-hmm.
instantly
Hmm.
knew that. And just because I had a kid doesn't mean that you had me because you didn't. But like I said, I had an exit plan because while he thought he was doing what he was doing, the girl was over here. Yep. Oh, we got money. I was putting money to the side.
Yeah.
I was even when I came back here, he thought I was coming home to visit. I was packing up my baby stuff, packing it, and we got on the plane. That's how I got back to Atlanta. I got back to Atlanta because I was trying to save myself for not being on channel 2, 5, and 11 and on CNN.
You didn't snap.
Oh, I was snapped. Because Lorena Bobbitt went about to have nothing on me. Because I tell you guys, I told y'all I can't bake. Guys, that that cake, I mean, it was fluffy. It was just, it looked like it wanted to just lift up off the table. It was, oh my goodness. And I had put this real pretty white icing on it. And she was just saying, Wani, no, Wani, no. I was like, nah, it's about to be on.
Mm.
I had to pray, Wani. I had to sit down on the table and I said, God, give me the strength
Mm,
to not come back when I make up my mind to leave.
Oh, that's
Just give me the strength to stay gone. Don't let me think because I love this man so much that I got to come back. Give me
mm.
the strength to stay gone when I leave.
right.
Yes,
And when I
yes.
made my mind up to leave, I never went back.
Never
Mm.
went back. And
And
so,
now when I see him today, I'm like, thank you, Jesus.
yes.
Well,
But
I would ask you, Stephanie, what gave you the strength to what steps did you take so that you could have the strength to go forward? Because I think sometimes
All I did basically was like Wani said, I was hiding money. I was hiding money because he had got to the point where I had to stop carrying a purse because he would go through my purse and look for my money.
mm,
Mm.
So I got creative, girl. If you moved a picture on the wall, you was gonna find money behind it. If you
mm.
looked in the bottom of the curtain, you was gonna find money. If you moved the top off the toilet seat, you was gonna find money. Okay, your girl had money. You could
Yes.
go in the kitchen and move the box of hamburger helper. You gonna find money.
Mm-hmm.
okay,
I
Yes.
had money hid in the house. And when he came at me and pushed me down and had his knees in my shoulders,
Mm,
searching through my bra, trying to find my money, and
mm,
I reached under the sofa and I saw my gun under the sofa. When he moved over, I put it in his mouth and I said, breathe, blink your eye, do something so I have a reason to kill you.
Mm, mm, mm.
And he sat there and I said, now get off me. Now he got on the sofa and he looked at me and after a little while, he said, you were going to kill me. I said, yes, and it's time for me to go.
Right.
Mm,
I said, because the next time your mama is going to be having your funeral.
mm,
And I
mhm.
prayed about that because I loved that man. I loved him with everything because he
Wow.
was my kid's dad. You know, I loved him with everything, but it was just too much. And
Mhm.
when I prayed and that day I called my parents and I said, I need to move with y'all for a little while till I find me a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And my family came, they said, you got your stuff ready? I said, it's already in the car. I'm on my way.
Mm-hmm.
And I packed up me and my kids' stuff and we moved in with my parents until I found my own spot and moved in my own spot. And I'm telling you, when you do that, it's like you had an elephant sitting on both shoulders. But
Mm-hmm.
when you move out, you feel like you can float in the sky now. You have no more weight on your shoulders. That
Mm.
stress that I was going through, all that misery that I was eating and choking on every day was gone. I had
Yes,
peace. And God was saying, God told me it was time. And this is what you need to see for yourself.
Yeah.
Because what nobody told you, you weren't listening. I had to show you what I wanted you to see for you to get out of that situation.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
he showed me. And girl, when I see that man today, girl, I do a dance because he is a fool upon fools, upon fools, upon fools.
Yes. See, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't need to be there because I'd be in the penitentiary now if I'd have stayed with him because I would have killed him.
Yeah.
yes. And those and you don't want it to get there. And
Yes.
and yeah, I was never I didn't go through the whole thing. He was her father. I didn't go through that. I didn't go through that at all. I went through the for a minute that he would change. But then I would hear, but even when he was there and I was here, I would hear things and I would be like, because in my head during that time, that's when OJ and the Nicole Brown Simpson thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's what I kept seeing. I was like, I don't want to be that. I don't, that is not what I want it to be. And at the end of the day, I realized, it just wasn't going to get better. I didn't go back.
Mm-hmm.
I knew just the stuff that he would say. Because at the end of the day, he was very jealous of me. And it was just, he wasn't going to quit because whatever I was going to do, um, I was going to do it anyway. And he couldn't figure out a way to kind of pull me back. And that's when
Yes.
the being pregnant, and then because then he was like, "Well, we're gonna have another one." Oh, dude, you don't know me because I'm not about to be with you. I,
Mm-mm.
I am not about to be with you. I remember we came home. Oh, no, we came. No, he came here because Puda was born here. So he came here, and we went down to Underground Atlanta, and so they had what what she was a palm or a tarot card reader or something. I don't deal with that. It scared the heck out of me, but he did it right. And so him about she was telling him about himself or whatever. And then she said, "You," and I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Let me read you." I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want because my granddad a pastor, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want none of that. I don't know Ouija boards. I don't want to do none of that.
Mm-mm.
And so
Mm-mm.
she says, but I want to tell you something. She said, he's not for you. And she said, that's not your husband. And you won't meet your husband for another 7 years. And
Wow.
I looked at her. She says, but he not him. And I was like, I looked at her because, because my thing
You
was,
know.
my thing was, lady, you get out my head because I know that. I knew this. But I was like, okay, I'm like, all right. But and he wasn't, and yeah, of course he wasn't. But and I met him like 7 years later.
Wow.
But the thing was, but I already knew. I knew I wasn't going to take that any further. Now, what I did want him to do, if he was going to do it, was to continue being a part of her life, because my relationship and his relationship had
Right.
nothing to do with his relationship and his daughter's relationship. So, I wanted to make that sure that was clear, because I felt like, okay, we could be amicable and not be together. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can still, handle your responsibilities. But his thing was, if I
He
can't
could
be,
do that.
I don't want to deal with her, like,
Mm-hmm.
and so, you know, okay, that's fine. But then now, well, I think the last time she probably talked to him, she was about to go to college and he thought she was 13. And so she was like,
Oh.
she said, no, dude. She was like, I'm about to go to college. He was like, oh, my baby girl, I didn't realize. I didn't realize.
Uh,
Oh. And
Yeah.
so she was like, yeah, I am. But
They don't realize they're not hurting nobody but themselves.
yeah.
exactly.
That's a child of your loins, honey. And that's something that should be a bond for the rest of your life. I mean, that ain't.
Yes.
That's
But
right.
you brought that here. You brought that
Mm-hmm.
world. And kids, especially girls, they
Mm-hmm.
daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
out there looking for a woman, the best woman. And you got her right there. You brought her to this world. You need to be with that baby because that's the best woman. To make sure
Yeah.
she don't go out there looking for. They need their dads, and these
Yes.
guys do not get that. I always did.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, real. I need you
Yeah.
to get it together. Stop worrying about all these women chasing around all these skirts. You got two girls out there, not my husband, but but you got two girls, and you don't even pay. And you wonder where they go man to man, boyfriend to boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And all you do is talk trash about them.
That's
That's one thing I
No,
didn't
you
do.
need to talk about what you should have done for
I didn't
they're doing what
allow
they're doing.
I didn't
right.
allow
It's
anybody to talk bad about him in
Mm-hmm.
front of the kids. Now, when I left him, I didn't know I was pregnant with my son. I
Okay.
didn't find out till after I left him that I was pregnant with my son. I had my daughter, but I didn't allow anybody, and I had to check my father. Yeah, Reverend Walker had to be checked. He
Mm-hmm.
was talking about him in front of her, and I said, "Hold up."
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Anyway it go, that's her daddy, and you're not gonna down talk him in front of her. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't like him, that's you, but you're not gonna put your hatred of
I
him in her.
totally,
Right.
in her
totally
heart
agree with
for her
that, and
dad.
totally agree with that, because that's one thing I did not do, and he and I let him know, whatever her views are of you are going
Mm-hmm.
to be, those are going to be the views that you created. It's not
Right.
going to be nothing that came from,
Right.
because she would never be able to say my mama said whatever. The broken promises that you told her you were
Yes.
going to do and that you're going to keep, that is between you and her. Now
Right.
in the end, I might have to come back and clean it up, but
Mm-hmm.
she remembered that came from you. So
Right.
she never heard me say anything bad about him like that. And I
Right.
didn't allow anyone to say anything bad. So this one quick funny story. So my sister and I were in the car, and she may have been like 6 or 7. So when we would talk about him, we would spell it. So we'll be in the car just spelling da 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 da, and we just spelling it right, and we spelling fast, so her little brain couldn't figure out what we was talking about. This one time we was spelling it, that little girl said, well, my daddy said that whatever her daddy said, whatever, and we look. So you understand?
She done got him to the game.
We done got him to the game, and we was okay. Well, we can't do that
We can't
anymore.
do that no more.
We can't spell them, but we was like, what? And so yeah, that was funny. So yeah, so we had to we just didn't do it.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I always think that it's good to not hear the negativity from the mom or
Yes.
the dad. My
Mm-hmm.
husband
Yes.
had that. His parents separated, when he was younger, but neither one of them ever talked bad about the other one. And when he talks to them today, he
Mm-hmm.
always says what they're saying. Even now, they give honor and grace to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is
It
awesome.
gives him that dignity of knowing that, my mom and dad, even though that y'all had a bad experience,
Mm-hmm.
this person
Mm-hmm.
at some point was a good person.
Right.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the last time I saw him, he introduced me to, well, he's divorced now, and he introduced me to his new girlfriend, and he said, "This is the mother of my children." That's how he introduced me. But his ex-wife, he said, "Oh, that's my baby's mama." And I looked at him, and he said, "I address you the way you present yourself." He
Mm,
said, "You present yourself as the mother of my children.
mm,
She presents herself as a baby mama."
mm,
And I was like, wow.
mm,
But then are
mm.
the kids hearing that still? Because the
Well,
kids,
Yeah.
no, they
yeah,
didn't. The kids weren't around when he said that conversation
okay,
because I told him that I don't belittle you in their eyes. What they learn of you is from you.
right,
So if you want them to like you and know you, that's on you. I'm not going to build you up in their eyes. They see you for you.
right.
Yes. Girl, Big Mama house on here telling Brianna, Big Mama, okay, we not doing this. She says at Brianna, yes. Do what you gotta do because it's better to leave than a pot of boiling hot grits or a pot
Girl,
of cooking or
girl, hallelujah.
Big Mama, we not doing that.
We not doing the
We
grits
not doing that.
or the rice or the lie. We not doing that.
The
Yeah.
rules have changed. You can go to jail for almost anything now.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. Yeah, we can't get away with a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, definitely can't get away with what I did. So,
The burden of proof is on yourself.
yes, yes,
Woo.
yes. So, okay, so this was my question when I was bringing it up again. Here we go. So we was talking, and so she was saying that she wanted to be loved unconditionally. So what
Okay.
I say she would, and that's what she wanted, unconditional love.
Okay.
Okay. So my response to that was, now y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. After the fact that I said what I said, love has to have conditions. I don't think there's a thing unless you're dealing with your kids. But when you're dealing with like a spouse or somebody like that, assault your partner, whatever, you have to have conditions. There is no unconditional love. I think that like unconditional, so that means that you can beat me and I'm gonna still love you. We
Okay.
have to have conditions. We
Exactly.
Yeah.
have to have boundaries. We have to have a place where we're gonna draw the line. So is there a such thing as unconditional love? I said no. I told her she was being I like, girl, you still dreaming. We
I
not
think
doing
it's I think unconditional love is like you said with your children,
that.
but sometimes your children can test that boundary when they get old and they think they know everything and don't know nothing. But as an adult, as your spouse, I think there is a strong love, but I don't think it's unconditional. Because like you said, you're not gonna beat me and I'm gonna say he loves me. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna burn me or cheat on me or bring another woman in my house and "Oh, he
Mm-hmm.
loves me." No, that's dumb. I think there is a true love and there can be a pure love, but I don't think there's an unconditional love.
Right. So you agree. So you think love has
Mhm.
conditions.
I,
Mhm.
I would say that agape love would probably be more of what
Yes.
you're thinking on those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
we all have conditions. You will teach a person how to treat you, and you
Right.
will accept either the good or bad or the indifference. And if
Mm-hmm.
you don't say
Mhm.
anything, you can expect that to continue and probably deteriorate.
Yes.
But
Yes.
with agape love,
Mm-hmm.
which basically is the love of Christ, I think it's going to be a little bit different because Christ is not going to beat you. He's
Right.
not going
Right.
to I can call you out of your name.
Name.
Not gonna, so in that aspect, I would say agape, but not unconditional. I mean,
Right.
my puppy loves me unconditionally, and I can put him outside, and he's mad, he's crying, he come right back in, he's loving and licking. So because I'm taking care of him, it's like it's unconditional because he doesn't know any other kind.
Right.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
I agree.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
what do
if
you?
I set him outside and didn't feed him, we gonna have a different kind of relationship. He's gonna be hungry.
That is definitely true.
You were gonna say
said.
something. Go ahead.
Brianna said, unconditional love exists for your kids and yourself, in my opinion. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny Day said, only for yourself. Kim Wilkes said, there is no unconditional love. Yes, I agree. Brianna, in my humble opinion, she agreed. Yes. Yeah, because I was like, girl, so we about to do this whole thing again. Because yes, on one end you're saying you want someone to want the same things you want. You're not going to settle, but you're looking through
Rose-colored glasses.
rose-colored glasses. So no, you're gonna make and there we go. We're gonna make the same mistake again because we haven't learned. You attention. You didn't see the red lights. Watch
the flags flashing at you.
They be flashing.
Well, I think on some level you see them, but you
ignore them. You're right. You're right.
Them down, and you go, well, at least I got this.
Yes.
There's that settling. And so,
but if he yelling at you 24/7, but he paying the bills, you can't ignore that.
No.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
You do have limits. You have walls or rules of what you won't tolerate. I don't tolerate nobody putting their hands on me. You're not going to call me out my name. You're not going to just keep making every morning I wake up so miserable that I hate being in the world with you. We're not going to do that. You're not going to hold money and stuff back because there's no sex, or you feel I didn't cook your dinner right, or your clothes weren't ironed the way you want them to iron. We're not going through those games.
Right.
Yeah. I totally agree. And going back to that, then when do you be like, okay, I see that and what you're not gonna do and all that other stuff, but when is it enough? How long is too long?
When it starts, I think when it starts taking your mindset, and you have changed to a whole nother person that you did not believe that you are, and so you're changing for another person to either tolerate or to just be a part of something. Then no, definitely.
Because I've heard people say, and even with me, well, not really with me, because I think I was just done in the beginning. But I hear like people say, when you tired, that's when you leave.
A lot of people do that though, Juani. They stay until they're just about broken before they walk away.
Right.
But you have to know when enough is enough. You can only take so much.
Right.
And in between those times, so okay, so when do, because I know we talk about, you need to make a plan. When do you implement the plan?
I think you start with self-care. It's
like
writing down what it is that you need, and anything that does not agree with that is against it.
That's right.
That's true. Yes, that's good.
Yeah,
that is true.
That is true. Kim says sometimes there's a woman as women we put ourselves less, and when we do that, people put us less, and
That's true.
we will take care of us first. We're able to take care of everyone else proper priorities. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And we do.
She's right.
We do. We put ourselves last. Well, I don't know more. I used to a long time ago. I tell y'all, I'm
Girl.
selfish. I'm just
I've become so selfish in some areas. It's
yes.
like, no, I'm not gonna
No,
do it.
I'm not gonna do that. No, no, because
It's okay to say no. We've been taught as women
Yes.
that
yes,
you need to be a yes, 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 yes,
yes,
Yes, you're
yes, yes.
so right.
I'm in the
yes.
no,
You're
no,
so
no,
right.
no, no, hell no.
You said hell no. Yes, yeah, exactly. And
For
you have
peace
to
of mind, it's everything.
and be
Yeah.
okay with your yes at the
Yeah,
end of the day, because it's about you. We can't do everything. We can't be everything for everybody. We can't do everything
Mm-hmm.
for everybody. And like and sometimes you just need to be with yourself with your own thoughts, do
Yes.
whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, and let everybody else go by the wayside. And we always busy. You're trying to cook, you're trying to clean, you're trying to take care of the kids, you're trying to work, you're trying to, I mean, your days start really going into each other. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have all these illnesses,
Mm-hmm.
and because we're not getting enough sleep, or you're
Mm-hmm.
stressing. And that's another thing. When you're in an awful relationship and you start to stress, oh my goodness,
yeah,
Hair.
you will see how
Yes.
old you begin to look. The
right.
mere fact that your body and your face and everything begins to change in front of
Yeah,
your face, and that person who's all in your head and doing this, and they still looking the same.
they going about their business.
Oh
What
my
is it, Eric?
goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. So yes, we definitely need to um be about us all the time.
And here's the thing too, Wani and Stephanie, I would say people look for other people to make them happy.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you
yes.
know to make yourself happy, you got to
Mhm.
start there.
Yes.
Nobody can make you happy. You can't be somebody else's everything and
Mm-hmm.
they're all. They need to find happiness within. I
Mm-hmm.
know that the movie is "You Complete Me." It's a lie.
That is a lie. You're so right.
You
Yes, it
don't
is.
complete me. You may be
If
a
you're looking for somebody to make you whole, you're not gonna
right.
find it.
It's not going to ever happen. You have to start within and find that thing that is going to define what it is that you want most and start there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
But you can never make somebody else happy. I want you to make me happy. You don't make me happy. Nobody's going to make you happy. You got to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
If you
That's
had
right.
everything you wanted, you would find something else.
That's so
And
true.
that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
That is so true.
Very much true. Big Mama, no, it gotta be like the scales of justice, completely equally balanced. I am too over the head. She said she's over the head games. My kids are grown and married on their own. It's all about my peace within me.
exactly.
Yes.
I live in peace and solitude every day. And if it doesn't line up, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, she said, if you're not happy, you can't make anybody else happy. Yes. And if I'm not happy, the whole house know. The whole house know. Everybody. I ain't happy. Ain't nobody else gonna be happy up in here. Nope.
We're
Yeah.
not saying we are still in we're a vehicle of self-worth and being made over and
I
taken
am.
Mhm.
to. We still under construction.
I am still under
Yeah,
construction.
Yes,
take
yes.
that.
I'm still working on me, y'all. I'm not perfected yet.
I
But yeah.
still have
Oh,
to.
yes.
I still have to push that twin down. I'm like, girl, you be quiet. I got this.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You're not
yes,
handling that right. Let me take care of it.
She wants to get up
yes,
there and do some things. I was like, no, girl, I got this.
Yes.
yes.
You see where I got us. You let me handle this one.
Okay. I know that's right. Said that. Peggy said that's good, Bobby. Yeah. Yes. So
So
yeah,
true. That was so true. Ooh.
yes. Guys, I really like coming on here. You guys are y'all every Friday. I'm enlightened some type of way, and I just really I'm thankful that you guys come on here and we just get to share.
I told you
Um,
you were my friend in my head. I have been watching you.
yeah,
Me and my husband, we
You feel the same way, Bobby? I
uh,
told my daughter, I know Juani. Like I done been to her house. Okay.
exactly. I told my husband, I was like, he was getting ready to go in and have some surgery, and I was like, baby, let's do something different, because you're all stressed. And I was like, let's do something. We got a Friday. We're gonna do something different for date night. He's like, what's that? I
Mm-hmm.
was like, we going to a couples thing, a
uh-huh.
couples retreat. So we actually came to the couples retreat, and we had
Wow.
so
That
much
was
fun
nice.
that night.
Oh
That
my God.
was off the chain.
It was. Wasn't it? Wasn't it off the chain?
It
It
was.
was off the chain. We
It was.
loved it. And we even
Oh,
had conversations after it was over.
did you? Yeah, we did. That is
So
so
I
funny.
love these times. I really do. And the
I
girls,
Yes.
by the way, I do have my rose.
Oh, you got your
Oh,
rose?
what? Get it, girl.
Get it, girl. So wait.
Y'all done got in my pocket a couple of times.
It was good. And both times you were benefited.
Hello.
So
Hello.
what did you think about it?
I think it's lovely.
You see, she blushed. She blushed.
I think it's lovely.
It is lovely.
Those of y'all don't know, you got to go back and watch that.
I know they made some money that night.
Oh, I know they did. They probably ran out as many other people went ordered some.
I know it. That doggone thing. I said,
Oh my goodness.
so does your husband know you have one?
Oh yeah, I have him something too.
Oh, you
Uh-oh.
drinking
I
something
share.
too?
I can share.
Ooh, all right, that girl. What?
Hey.
Brianna said, "Mama."
Exactly. I know. I told him when we got on here, I was like, "Hey, this don't bring the babies, but kiddo,
Okay,
I know
please
that's
don't.
right.
this is
No
real."
children allowed. Don't no babies.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And it's funny because although we don't know each other, it's the kinship, it's the fellowship of
Right.
being real and true. That's
Mhm.
what attracted me to you guys, because we have friends that are friends,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you can't really talk to them like you need to.
You sure
And so
right.
I find solace in myself. But when I found y'all, I was like, I got to get over there.
Yeah, the hen party was real. It was real,
It was
okay?
real. It was.
Exactly.
Yes, but we're gonna do that one again. I got the lineup for the next couples retreat is next month, and
Okay.
so
Okay.
y'all, oh my goodness,
All right. I
oh
would love to be a part of that.
Don't say nothing. I want to be
Your husband
surprised.
would not mind.
really, he wouldn't mind either.
Oh no. No.
Oh my God, yes, definitely, I will definitely. I'm gonna. I'm a comment.
Okay.
Yes. That is.
Oh, I also want to say I want to thank you for your prayers for my husband while he's in the
Yes,
hospital.
you're very welcome.
The anesthesia and the pain medicine shut down all his organs.
Mm.
So when they finally realized what the problem was and stopped the codeine medicine, the anesthesia still had his organs shut down. It took 4 days for the anesthesia to wear completely off for him to get his bodily functions back.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad he's okay.
Yes.
And oh, girl, I was about to lose it there at the hospital. He
Yes.
was in there for a day surgery. Do you hear me? To have knee replacement surgery. We end up in there for a week.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
That's what I was saying. My husband just had surgery too. So I mean it was the week right after that. And so he's
Mhm.
good. But you just never know,
You
Yes.
don't. You
And it was
don't.
so
Yes.
stressful because you just don't know. People go in and they're healthy and they're fine, and then they don't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So I'm happy that both of the men are back on the mend.
Yes.
Yes. That's
Definitely.
why he's in the guest room because our
I
bed
am
is
not
too
doing
high.
this with you.
I saw her. I tried to ignore that
Bobby's like, yeah, whatever.
I was
But
like, I
on the
got to take a trip to
mend.
the mailbox because I got some stuff.
Oh, 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 see, uh-oh.
It's our Friday date night, so it ain't over.
and she's like, oh, she's like Teddy Riley. It ain't over.
It ain't over.
That's it.
It ain't
That's
over.
it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So yes, I am. I'm gonna. I heard about some other stuff too. So we're gonna have. I want to ask our girl Lady O on about
Yes.
some of
Yeah,
the.
I love Miss Lady O.
me too.
This Lady O took us somewhere. I was
We were all like, what?
like,
Listening, taking notes.
what? Taking notes.
What?
So I think I even what it was.
Shawnee took notes
Johnny took notes and sent me the
and
notes. And I put
send
them.
me the notes, girl. I
I
got
put
the
them in the
notes.
I took
description box.
screenshots. I was like, oh, I need to find that. Amazon is and then eBay say, hey, I got you cheaper.
eBay has it cheaper. Yes. So yeah,
Yes.
I something else I want to ask her about. So yeah, we're gonna have her back. But this is my husband and I separated for almost 30 years and are back together better than ever. He was my second husband, and after my first marriage began being a disaster, I didn't think I healed in between. Wow.
Yeah. That happens. You jump into something before you heal from the last one.
And you take along baggage.
All that baggage and all that confusion that you had in the first mess up, you dragging it along with you. That, like I told my daughter, like somebody told her, the way to get over a broke up relationship is jump into another one. That's the worst thing you can do.
It
I
is.
told her to give herself a year, no dating, get to know her, take her cell phone dates and
Right.
get to know her first and then start dating. And she's met this guy that she's been dating now for 2 years that she won't let me meet yet. But yeah, I
But
ain't
you
gonna
know
go
what?
into that little mark there.
I think you I don't think women actually do that. I think men typically will be the ones to get over a relationship by you to say get up under somebody else. You know,
Yeah.
I think
Uh-huh.
men do that because they never take time to like figure out what part they played in
Exactly.
the failure of
Because a lot of them don't think they did anything wrong. They think it was all you.
Exactly.
oh gosh.
Well, I mean, the statistics say that it takes you half the time of a relationship to really get over it. So
That's
when you
true.
meet someone else, you're bringing whatever you haven't gotten over yet into that one. And so
Right.
you're expecting that person to fulfill whatever did not happen if you haven't healed from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why I waited so long after my divorce to date. I waited almost 14 years before I dated again because I wanted to make sure my children were old enough and, I was at a set space in my own life to
Mhm.
date. And plus, my daughter was getting ready to go off to college, and she said, Mama, you need to start dating. We don't want you here by yourself when we leave. So you need to get out and date.
If you
And
need
the first fool I met was just that, a fool.
oh
He was a fool.
a
This
fool.
fool told me he loved me on the second date,
Oh
that
no,
he
he
wanted
Oh,
to be a
scared me.
father for my
time to run.
children.
Oh no.
He
Time to run.
I came to meet him at a restaurant. This fool had his luggage. Do you hear me?
Oh
He
my.
wanted to move in to help me raise my children. He
Oh
wanted
my.
to help me. Do you hear me? And
You
then
need
he's gonna
to
bring
your
his
vacation.
grown son with him.
Oh my. Oh no, he needed a place to live. He needed a roof.
Hello.
Yes.
Three hot
Girl,
sauce.
when he come up with that baggage, I said, wait a minute, player. Wait, see, that's why I didn't take nobody home. So he couldn't find where I stayed. So I was like, where you going with them bags?
Mm,
He
mm,
talking about, well, baby, I think it's time for us to take it to the next level.
mm,
No, player, you have a good life.
mm. Yes. We don't we can't do
Goodbye.
that.
Yeah.
Two
No.
weeks now, 2 weeks, he just so in love in 2 weeks.
Oh
We
yeah.
ain't held hands, we ain't kissed, we ain't did nothing, but you in love.
Mm. Yeah, that's scary. And I think
Girl,
anybody who's like
pass.
you're like that, because I've like a lot of my
Make you run.
are are single, and the stuff that they say, and I was like, oh my, I just cannot imagine. And how and especially like here in Atlanta, I hear it all the time, because you have a lot of successful black women, and they got their own house, they have this,
Mm-hmm.
I have two cars, they got it going on, and somebody looking for somebody to latch on to,
Yep. To
and
take care of them.
trying to see what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of your business what I have.
Right.
So when I listen to them, and and I hear like some of the conversations that they tell me that they have, because the guy, he's always trying to figure out, you like, what she can bring to the table.
Yeah, what you got though? What can you bring?
What
Right.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
another
that's why that's why I never knew, nobody ever knew where I lived.
Yes.
They didn't see my house. They didn't see in my house. You didn't know what area I lived in. If I went home on a date and I noticed a car followed me too much, I would get on the 610 loop and drive a complete circle and come back around and then jump off and jump back on and go back roads to go home. You
Yeah.
wasn't gonna find where I lived.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
What were you saying, Bobby?
Hmm?
You had said something.
Um, oh, I was saying that was another example of being equally yoked.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
We're gonna bring the
Oh, he told me he
same
went to
thing to the
church.
Yes.
table. We're gonna bring the same thing to the table. You got
The
your house
same
and
thing.
cars.
Yes.
I got my house and cars. We're gonna
Yes.
rent those out and then buy one.
And buy one. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's something different. You go to church. Everybody go to church.
Hello.
And that's what we ask. Do you attend church? Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
don't
go
mean
every Sunday.
yes. I go on Easter
I bring
and
church
New
You
Year's.
want
here.
them CME?
Yes. Let me see. Robin says he was looking for a home and a good cooked meal. Yes, he
Yes,
was
he was.
at work.
And some play kids.
And some
Girl.
kids.
But look,
He
I
was
found out
in-
later on he had 8 children, girl. 8.
Oh
Ooh.
Lord.
8.
Oh he oh no.
And
He
they
didn't
went
give
by the
somebody to
same
pay
woman.
child support.
They went by the same woman. He had 4 different baby mamas. Girl, no, I can't.
Uh-uh. Next level out of the basement of his mama's house. Yes, he was. She said he was trying to get out the basement to the first floor. Girl, yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. But and even now, I guess when you're of a particular age and you're out there again, you're gonna have to,
Pay
learn this
attention.
new, yes, pay attention, and probably not be so eager. And I could see that if you're newly out there and you want to meet people, and some people can probably like pray, because they know
They do.
they can feel it, and they can pray on you. So you're probably just gonna have to like really kind of pull back and try to figure the whole thing out, especially if you've been out the scene for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
you
a
gonna be
friend.
like
I
fresh
have
meat.
a I have an older friend, and her husband passed, and he made sure that the house they were in and everything was paid for when he died.
Mm-hmm.
She met this young buck
Mm.
straight out of prison.
Mm. First, number one.
Do you hear me?
Number
Straight out
one.
of prison. She hadn't been physically active with her husband in almost 10 years. Here comes this little young buck. He put everything, anything on her. She's so in love now. She don't listen to her kids. She don't listen to her siblings. She wants to sell her house because he's back in jail, and she wants to sell her house to get the money to get him out of jail.
No.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh.
No.
She's
Oh.
so in love. She wants to move up there where he is in jail and sell her house and use the money, get him out so they can stay somewhere there. I mean, you can't tell her nothing. Her nose is so wide open behind the sex. that she doesn't see.
She might need to go get that rose.
Yeah, she might need. Oh, see.
Yeah.
Roses are
Oh
like
yeah.
inexpensive.
Okay, it's not.
And she can keep the house.
Girl,
Yeah,
it's just like
put some money in her pockets. Oh my.
Girl,
Yes.
That's
we
way
tried talking to her. She don't listen. We've tried it.
yeah, that's way
Yes.
too much.
That is sad. Her flyness. That is very sad. And I hope she doesn't. She doesn't do it because she will definitely regret it.
Yeah.
Yes. She's gonna regret it.
This is probably one of those things where the she's looking through the rose colored glasses.
Yes, she is.
Because I saw the guy once and he ain't all that fine and he don't look all that good for her to be that brainwashed. If I'm gonna be that brainwashed, you're gonna have that plickety plick plick, you're gonna be you're gonna be everything. But I don't think I'll be that dumb to sell my house though.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't. Stacy said he needs to bottle up what he got and she need and get paid.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Have him go get a GoFundMe page or something. What do they call them now?
Yeah, GoFundMe. Yes.
No, not GoFundMe. What is it? The Only page. That's the Only
Or
fans.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yes.
My daughter gonna be like, "How you know that, Mama? Hey, I'm on here."
You say,
I'll be seeing things.
I be seeing that I'm not as square as you think I am.
That's what to be fine right now. Mama, stop.
Big Mama says she wants to do his time because that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be all about. He's a user and don't want nothing for life, and that's true. And I've known somebody who was dating somebody in jail. I didn't understand that. And then when he got, and while he was in jail, oh my goodness.
Oh, he's so faithful.
Oh my goodness.
He's so faithful.
And he painted this. Oh my goodness. They were gonna live on the house on the hill overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. And when he got out, oh my goodness, he was everything else.
Exactly.
Everything else. And I was like, yeah, because when you incarcerated or whatever, I'm gonna
you can't go nowhere.
Yo. Yes, and a girl wrote her letters all the time. I was like, yes, I got another letter. She'll get a letter every day.
You don't have time to do nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
My cousin married a guy who was in prison. She would go up there to see him for the visiting days, and he would write her letters. And we all couldn't understand it. Like Juani said, how you gonna marry some dude in jail? You ain't never been with this dude. You don't know nothing about it. She got a letter in the mail. Her name is Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
But the letter came to her and said, "Dear Diane."
Oh, he's sending everybody letters.
So they got
when the sheriffs read the letters, they put them in the wrong envelopes. So Diane got her letter and she got Diane's letters. So both of them showed up at the jail on the same day to address the matter of the two women.
Oh no.
She filed for a divorce and divorced him, which we were like, girl, why did you marry this dude that's in the pen?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, yeah.
What was the likely outcome of that anyway? I don't think she was thinking.
Yes.
I don't think she was because he can't go nowhere. You don't know if he like men while he in there.
Right.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know who coming to see him.
Right.
So you don't know who all these watching. Now you knew about Diane, but was there a Sharon, a Cheryl, and a Cora and a Jackie? You don't know.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
Exactly.
So
what else he bringing with him? What kind of little Z's? You need to think about these things.
Brianna said, "Gots to be more careful. Gots to be more careful." Our girlfriend Lily says that she believes in unconditional love. She says, "Juani, I just want to say I believe unconditional love does exist. To me, unconditional love means you won't change up on me just because you don't agree with what I say, think, feel, or do." So, but how many people are going to do that?
But with that said, again, you are not the same person today that you met when,
yes,
you met the person.
That's true.
even a week later, you're going to have some adjustments or changes because
Yes.
you're meeting them and you're finding out how you guys, come together. And so even with that, if you're just thinking about it logically in a relationship, there's going to be some give and take. So there's a change.
Yes.
Yes.
And when you state that, when you're first meeting somebody, you're giving them the best of you.
Exactly.
You showing the best of you. And because I will say this to all the time, that you can be the first 3 months of a relationship is the best. Because
you're so right.
There is no conflict.
That's right.
Conflict. You on your best behavior. You're making sure you're chewing with your mouth closed, everything. But
if it is, it's so cute when he snores, and then 10 days later you want to put
God dog, can this man turn over on his side?
My goodness, yes. Because 3 months and 3 hours later, you're gonna get comfortable.
Yes. Somebody gonna pass gas.
Somebody's gonna do something.
Yes. Somebody gonna kick off their shoes and their feet smell like what the hell?
Yes.
Look. Look, somebody gonna get out in public and say something and embarrass you, and you look at them like, "What is this I'm standing next to?"
Yes. And
so they always change. I told my daughter, when you're dating, you wait till the 4th and 5th month before you know what this person is like, because then the real them starts to seep out, because they can only hide it for so long.
That is very true. That is very true, because we do it. When we're first getting out there,
girl, your hair be done, your makeup on point,
whatever, everything on point, your clothes
on, holding their stomach in and standing up straight.
Snatched off them eyelashes.
Girl, took that weave out of that wig and set it to the side.
Them Spanx off.
Girl, the girdle and the Spanx, exactly. And then, because then now you think you got him. And then you can come to the door just all natural. He'll be like, hold up, what a girl I left last night. what happened? And even you men, you look at it like, oh my goodness, what that guy I met 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
Right.
How comfortable now.
Exactly.
And then even in the relationship, that's the beginning. And if you decide to stay in it, like you said, we changing.
Right.
How many changes we gonna like? And we were like, okay, I can roll with that. And some of the changes be like, oh no, that's not gonna work.
Right.
So, but once again, somebody, a lot of people be in relationships where in the beginning, that they're nice and they're a chameleon. And then once they get married, they switch up on you because that's who they really was.
Exactly.
Controlling person or whatever. That's not, no.
That's true. Just think about the first time you had birthday cake. And every day you ate birthday cake. You were like, dang, I'm tired of birthday cake.
Yes.
It has to change. You're going to evolve eventually. And so you cannot stay the same person. So the unconditional part, like I said, I think it's more she's meaning agape, because agape
that's what it is.
Accepts you. It doesn't say I like you in that moment, but I accept you for who you are, and I'm not going to try and change you, but I will allow you to change yourself.
Right.
That's right.
This one, when I ask my husband on the first day, he'll tell you.
We can't hear you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
You're muffled.
Okay. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I did with my husband when we first agreed to meet face to face, I did not wear one stick of makeup. I had braids, I had it pulled back, cute, but I didn't wear any makeup. And I said, I want you to see me as I am. Now, if you can accept me as Stephanie with no makeup, then we got something going on. And he told me, we had a good conversation. And then that next weekend we went out, I was all dolled up. His mouth hit the floor. And we've been together ever since.
Yes, exactly. Because this is what you got. This is what you really got.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her flyness says she went on the date, which she says, oh yeah, this guy said he wanted to take me out on a date, went to a burger place, and he put a handful of change on the counter. Girl, I know, just like that. No, he wasn't the one. He not ready.
Oh.
Not V. Stephanie, you have an echo. We can't hear you. Yes. Brianna say, love it real and raw. Girl, that's what you get over here with your aunties, girl. Yeah. You never know what's going to come out.
You know your mama going to bring it to you straight.
All the time. Ain't going to sugarcoat it. Nope. Yeah. And that's how my aunts did me. My aunt was like, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you everything. She used to tell me, she was like, don't you date no old man. Old men got worms. You don't. Old men got, auntie not gonna tell you nothing wrong. Old men got worms. So don't be dealing with no old men. I was like, oh my, they got worms? Oh, girl. And she's right, they do. They got worms.
So wait. I went out with this guy from my dad's church, and from the church where my sister and my parents went here in Houston.
You sound
Is that better?
Yes.
Much better.
Okay. I went out with this guy who was at the church, and he came to me and kept, he told my dad that he thought I was pretty, and he wanted to know how old I was because he wanted to ask me out. So my dad said, well, she's grown. She got 2 grown kids, so it's up to her whether she wants to go or not. So he asked me out for lunch. So I said, okay, we can go to lunch. This little old, oh Lord, I'm going to have to cuss. This old, yeah. He picked me up and asked me where I want to go to lunch. I told him the restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant. He said, well, go and order you something till we can go and eat at the house. So I'm kind of confused. Okay. So I get my food and I come out. We go to his house, nice house. This old bastard sit there rubbing on his leg and himself talking about, I ain't had none in months, and I really wish somebody would come and give it a rub.
No, man.
Oh.
He needs to
act like I didn't hear him at first.
A real one.
Okay. Yeah. Then he gonna sit in the chair and put his leg on the chair and start rubbing on himself.
Oh my goodness.
I said, okay, it's time for you to take me home. And he said, I'm going to do you right. We adults, adults do those things. I said, man, if you don't take me home, you're going to be missing that third leg because I'm going to cut it off.
Oh.
So he drove me home and he said, well, don't tell the preacher about this date. And I told my daddy.
I know you did. I know you did.
I told my daddy what this fool did. And I'm like, I know he ain't sitting there rubbing on himself.
Oh, her flyness said he needs some vapor rub and some aspirin cream.
Icy hot.
Icy hot for real. Oh my gosh. Girl, oh my.
Oh my.
Girl, he would see the container and start shivering.
Girl, I was just like, I can't, this old man. What?
That's crazy.
Oh, I told my dad, and my dad was like, what? That's what he said.
Sandra said she's enjoying the topic. She said she barely has me time. It's always me and my ride or die husband, best friend.
Girl, I have to make time.
You have to make time.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to cut a day out where it's, even if it's just going getting your nails done and getting a pedicure. You have to make time.
Exactly.
Or if you have a place in your house that you could just kind of go, and that be your place. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yes, but yeah, you have to make time.
Have to.
Oh, man, creep me out, just nasty. Girl, yeah, they nasty.
Yes, that's nasty with they worms. I hear you wanted the worms, girl.
Girl, they got the worms. The worms. So Brianna niece, don't be jumped. Okay, after this one, we don't want the old man because they got the worms.
They got the worms, girl. They got the worms. Girl.
So what else can we talk about? What else y'all want to talk about on here? I had those two questions about the unconditional love and the, outgrowing your soulmate and whatever. So
I have one.
What's that?
Would you ever consider?
You started it off like that. Nope, I ain't doing it.
Would you ever in your life consider having a third person in your room?
In your bedroom?
In your bedroom, a male or a female?
Oh no, that's trouble.
No, we're not doing that.
You hear too many stories about either the man is hooking up with the other person or the woman is. So
right.
Yes.
Right. I've heard of stories where the woman did something that really blew the husband's mind, and he's sneaking off to see her behind the wife's back. And the agreement was you didn't play unless all three played, but you leaving work to go play with this other chick.
Exactly. It leaves too many doors.
You open up Pandora's box.
Exactly.
No, I would never. And I wouldn't consider it. I won't even go to the strip club. So y'all know I ain't letting nobody else up in there.
Now, I have seen myself at a strip club.
You seen yourself at a
I wasn't there, but I probably was, and I saw myself in an image. I was like, is that me in here? But I was having a good time. Obviously, I think it was the twin that did it.
Oh, it was her. You need to handle her. You need to
put her in check, girl.
She's a loose cannon.
You go to like the little parties that they have for the bachelorettes and stuff.
Right.
Yes.
It's good. It's good.
It was. I went to one with a bachelorette party. It was good.
They say we're getting older. We're not getting blind.
Hey, it was good.
No. I've done that. I've done that. I'm talking about the women's strip club. I've seen men.
Yeah. I've gone to a bachelorette party where they had the male stripper, but not to a female strip club. No, I haven't done that.
I think if my husband wanted to go, I would go with him.
Mr. B wants to go. He even asks me all the time. I'm like,
I think our mindset about how it is different now. And so even like when you're hearing other things that's going on in it, it's not like we're imagining it to be.
Yes.
So I think if he's wanting you to go, he knows it's a safe place for you. And so I would probably do it that way. Because
he said they'll be on you more than they be on me. I ain't coming here for this. It's for you. I am just an observer. I don't want to be a participant.
Exactly.
But I did what was I saying? But I do have to give them props for the craft, because I went to a pole dancing class.
Oh, girl, they have some skills, don't they?
Yeah,
they have skills.
Yes, that's why the men are there.
But yes. But let me tell you, because I came home, they showed us this little dance and we did, right? Man, if I will say that pole dancing class, I know exactly how you felt, Rob, because you were there and you weren't there. You had like an out-of-body experience.
Exactly.
Because I was that way at that pole dance class, and that mirror was in front of me, and I had the pole. Girl,
When Jezebel came out.
Sheba came out. Sheba
came out. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then the music that they had on, girl, I just in my head, I was upside down. For real, I really wasn't. I really wasn't. But I swung around that pole, and then I saw the other girls because they came all the time and they was doing tricks, and I was like, maybe they really are strippers. They not amateurs like me. But guys, oh my good, and I had on the heels because they said the weather. I had some tall heels, but some of the girls they had on the stripper heels. But it just made my body move differently. So I came home thinking I'm about to show him my moves or whatever. Y'all, he cracked up.
It was all in the effort, girl.
Girl, I had the chair and everything. Girl, he cracked up. He was like, do it again, baby. He was just like, I was like,
that's wrong.
Girl, because in my head, I had the chair. And I think it was the, what's that song by Tank? It was about 3 years ago. When we, y'all know that song, When We.
Yes, I know you're talking about.
It's nasty. Oh,
yes, it is.
Raunchy. It's
when you hear the raw version. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Girl,
the version on the radio is so clean.
Let me type.
But when you hear the real version,
she said, "Let me type that." Oh, really? Yes.
That's that twin over here trying to get in there.
Yes. Girl, but the way it starts off, I was like, girl, I just felt like my body morphed into the video, and I thought I was doing it. Girl,
you became the video vixen.
Girl, I was hurt.
Girl, she was in it, girl. She was in it.
I was in it.
As long as you can be like that, that's all that matters.
Girl, yeah, he said, do it again, baby. I sure was. Play that Tank again. Janine talking about Juani came home and wrote that. Girl, I was trying. I was trying because I morphed into her. She was here.
Okay.
All right, Juani.
That girl came out, girl, who even when I hear that song now, I go
back.
Take it back.
You implanted it in your mind.
Girl, yes. Oh my goodness. When I get off here with y'all, I'm gonna go and play Tank. He downstairs. I'm gonna play Tank. Let me go get my chair.
Exactly. It's going there, just clean everything off the chair. Look, come on in here.
I know that's right. Have you a seat, baby. We finna do a show.
It's about to be a show.
You can put this on.
Girl, and that's it, huh? Look at that, huh? Look at her. Brianna, don't go to your mama's house tomorrow.
Got the shades on. All right, girl.
Okay. Brianna, your mama can't have no company.
We can't have company. That's it.
Say no company. She said after that play Bad Girl by Usher. Oh, she said after they play, that's your song. Her flyness. Oh, that's your song, girl. Bad Girl. All right now. Give me some of that. Okay.
All right.
Y'all, you know what? Ain't nothing like a bunch of old hot-headed women. Exactly. And see, Brianna, this is what you have to look forward to. So you know it only gets better.
Yes.
It only gets better. I look at my aunt and I was like, oh girl, my uncle. They 75 and 76.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness. And he oh my God. He always talking about got to get your auntie up out of here because she want to be bad. I tell her too much about it. Oh, he always making some type of sexual in the windows.
Oh, girl, like my dad tells, he said, your mama tried to be romantic. She want to hold my hand. She trying to be romantic. Oh, girl, all you do is laugh.
Brianna said, yeah, I always call ahead, girl, okay?
Yes.
Oh, and don't look through the blinds, please.
You get blinded. You'll lose your eyesight.
And y'all might want us to disinfect that pool for Memorial.
Oh, Lord. Girl, she's never gonna look at that pool thing. She's never gonna look at the pool thing.
Never.
Yeah. See, that wasn't me. That was your daddy.
Uh-oh. She said, we got it. We got the music.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
She said, not me. I'm trying. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, she says, I'm trying to get a playlist for you. I'm all the way single at the moment, but could change. But it could change. Oh, her flyness. Oh, so you got some perspectives.
Okay.
All right now. Oh yeah, you need to have your right playlist. All right. Yeah. You need to set the mood.
Set it for herself so she be ready.
Yes.
Donna said Memorial Day is canceled.
You ain't gotta get ready.
You see that Brianna said, well, Memorial Day is canceled. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Robin said, listen to Purple Rain and Prince. No, that's not gonna do it, Robin. That's not gonna do it, Robin. Big Mama say she ready. Too funny, girl. Yes, she ready.
Yes, the rose and the rose.
Girl, okay. Yeah, oh my goodness. And then he got a toy too, girl. That pool has been christened.
Girl, and you know it.
Did I say 25? Oh, okay. Maybe I moved to 27. I started telling my kids, they were like, Mama, why is your birthday every year you are 27? And then they started coming up on my time. I had to move up.
You had to...
Mom, I'm going to be 27. You can't be 27. All right, I'll be 29.
I'll be 29 then. Okay.
It's all in the brain.
Girl, yes.
Mindset is everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Oh, her flyness says she don't have nobody yet. She's speaking it into existence.
Hello.
That's right, girl.
All right.
But you can go ahead and start practicing those moves now.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
eBay, the rose.
Yes. eBay rose is cheaper.
You see that? I don't made Robbie. She was posted on the road.
I learned that over here at Juani's house.
You got your rose. She be like the commercial. Don't have a man. It's okay.
It's okay.
Give me some Freddie Jackson. Oh, she say Sandra say Freddie Jackson. Freddie gonna do it for you, girl.
All right now. She going old school.
Mine is Barry White, baby.
There you go with
Get that voice.
I just can't. I can't do the Barry White. Yes.
Yes.
V says, hey guys, please sub to the channel. She put channels in the link.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all are hilarious. Well, I think we've been on here long enough. We laughed. We had some serious conversation.
Yes.
I'm going to Robbie, I love you. Thank you for coming on here.
Yes, it's nice meeting you.
It is, and I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna reach out to you and the mister, so let him know that he about to blow up.
He done already walked through a couple of times. He's like, I was like, I remember the couple things. That's where I will be tonight.
Oh no, he probably happy because otherwise you might be over there with the rose. So he was like something else got her occupied right now.
Hey, let me make a trip to the mailbox. Let me get my stuff.
Up.
That was so funny. Oh my God. You are hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
No,
my eyes are over here just water, just crying.
Yeah, that's funny because you just never know what's gonna come out. But I think we got through some serious topics, and hopefully we help somebody, or at least open their ears. We know that we gave out some information about the what was it again?
Retrovirus.
Counselor.
Retrovirus.
Yes.
And it looks like retrovail, but it's retrovi is how it's pronounced. Yes.
So if anyone needs that service, it's out there. We definitely need to go and she says play a Vaunt or some Joe. Girl, yes, Joe.
Yeah, it's nice too.
Vaunt too, yes. I agree. Either one of them. Yes. V talking about you guys are fresh. Girl,
she didn't.
Yes, she did.
It's not us, it's that other person.
It is. It is.
Oh, V, my girlfriend said that she laughed at you the whole time. She thought you was the stuff when you was on the show. She said she loved the accent and she loved hearing your conversation.
Oh my goodness. Who she said that about? Who? About V? Oh.
She said she wanted to come and see V.
Oh, she wanted to see. Well, V'll be back. Yes, she'll be back. Oh my god, yeah, because V is a nut. She really
is hilarious.
Yes,
it's hilarious. And you know what? And I remember when I first met her, and we were talking on the phone, and I said, "Oh my God, you are crazy! You are so funny." She would tell me she thought that I was insulting her and I was poking fun at her. And she was like, I honestly thought that you thought you were laughing at me. And I said, no, because you're funny. I said, you don't even realize how funny you are.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
He had you rolling.
Video of her and Mr. B. Girl, who? Us doing pole dancing, girl. No.
They said, Juani, you could do a pole dancing class that's virtual.
Girl. Now, that one, that's a show. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We all can learn some new stuff.
I don't know who's gonna be the teacher. We'll see.
Hey, what about Mrs. O's friend?
The other lady
that she was telling about the website.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, see, that might be, girl. Yeah. That would be good.
That wasn't me.
That was her, huh? That was her.
Girl.
That was her.
Oh, girl, you have to tie that one down. She loose. Yes, I like that. Now
that's a good idea.
But how we do
nothing else is exercise? I mean, hey.
It is. And I was definitely sore when we did it.
Yeah.
It was fun. I said I wanted to do it again. I did that, and I did a twerk class, and I came home and I was twerking. But you know what? I couldn't get it to move. Those girls, they have really good butt control.
I ain't got no problem in the twerk department.
Oh,
yeah.
That's that other one now. She know how.
There she go. She has to keep coming in and out.
I told you I got that junk in the trunk. It just do what it want to do.
It just do what it want to do. She said it has a mind of its own.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Tell one how you know we all be oh, girl, she said we gonna be locked up if we did a virtual class. Girl, okay, because they would definitely bring out YouTube police.
They would.
Tell her thanks. Yes, yes. All right, guys. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and end this. I'm so happy all of you guys came on here and spent 2 hours and 49 minutes of your life with me. Y'all can't never get that back. So I hope it was worth it.
It was.
I had fun. I had a ball.
Always.
Oh my gosh, always, yes. And I'm so happy you came on. I sent her a message. And she said, well, she said something. I said, well, you need to come on and be on camera. I said, I'm giving you ample enough time to get ready. So I pretty
much got it this morning. So
I pretty much volunteered her.
No, I had been doing certification training for my insurance license. So I had to cram 24 hours in a day and a half.
Oh my!
So I'm good.
Very good.
All right then.
Very good. So when would you know the results?
Oh, you get them instantly. So I passed them all.
Yeah. Good. All right, girl.
Yeah, I think I got mostly hundreds, and I think I got 2 80s, and it was like 7 tests. But based on the questions, I probably took 300 questions.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What,
I got it done.
It's to be what, an insurance agent?
I'm an insurance sales, so it's a certification every 2 years.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You have to recertify.
Oh girl.
Wow. Yes.
You did that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I really enjoyed talking with you, Bobby.
Oh,
it's the first time me meeting you.
Definitely. I feel like I know you guys. I've been watching you and V and all,
Girl, you do. You know us. You one of the girlfriends.
Girlfriends in my head. I was like, wait, I gotta go meet the girlfriends. Hold on.
Girlfriend. Yes.
I just love the realness of it. You know what I'm saying? People being honest and open. You don't find that often.
Right. You don't.
The further you go, the worse it gets.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you a shirt. I'm gonna make you a shirt, and it's gonna say I'm a girlfriend.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna send that to you.
All right.
I'm not giving you one, Stephanie.
Oh, my feelings are hurt.
Yeah,
I'm an outsider. I know it. I am aware of my status.
Well, good.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
You my girl. You one of my ride or die. You one of my ride or die. Yes, and I thank you. I thank you so much, Stephanie, my technical person. Stephanie, I don't know what I'm doing. She was like, do this. Yeah, she's really good with like the techie type stuff. So I appreciate her.
Well, I would definitely be contacting you, Miss Stephanie. I'm trying to get my my YouTube up too. I do.
Okay.
I have been creative my whole entire life. My hands should be tired, but I love making things, and so I've decided to go ahead and create my channel so that I've been doing. I've got probably 20 years of stuff that I've created and made and videoed. I just haven't put it on. So,
girl,
yeah, I'll be seeing the girl. I'm over on Instagram at Just Being Bobby Call.
Just being Bobby.
Just Being Bobby Call. Yes, at just JustBeingBobbyColl. So I'm doing planners and stuff now so that I can get my life back together.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing it and having fun with it. So yeah. But I'll be adding some other stuff because the whole purpose of Just Being Bobby Call is so that I can share my life and enjoyment and traveling and all that stuff. crafts and the creativity and the fashion and the home interior design. My house looks like nobody else's, but it's fabulous.
Oh, go ahead, God. Girl. Fabulous. Get that snatch.
I haven't found my green glasses yet. I saw the tablescape. I was like, I haven't found my green glasses yet. They are somewhere in the garage. Yes. Well, because we had to move abruptly, we sold our house. It was being rented, and then when we found this one, we were renting a property, and she was saying that she wanted to turn her house into something else. So we were like, cool, but that meant we had to get on it. So I have literally been packing and moving boxes since April of last year.
Oh my!
So when I got them from there to here, then I had to open them and put them together, and of course I went through the seasons, and so you put stuff up and you take that down. I had to put Christmas really just got packed up last month. Last month, because I had so much stuff, and it was like it was just stuff.
Look, I just took down Easter. Okay,
I can't with y'all.
Yeah,
I just took down Easter because Eric was in the hospital, and I wasn't thinking about the house, and so I said another day, and I said, "Oh my God, Easter! I got rabbits and carrots all over the place. They need to go away."
Oh my goodness, girl! What are you talking about? She almost failed her immigration test and get deported. So she said, "So you doing good with your test, Bobby?" I'm
gonna need to give her some help, some pointers. Tell her to call me when she's taking that next one. We'll go through it.
Okay. Girl. She talking about Juani never made me a shirt. That's what V says. Because you're not a girlfriend.
That's right, V.
You're not a girlfriend. That should be telling you something.
V, she cutting us out, girl. She cutting us out.
You cut. Wait, what she say? I told you right here. This is my pimpinger. She's sending me whatever. She said, whatever. You talking too much. You. So, all right, y'all. So I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna go down here and see what Mr. B is doing because he leave me alone while I'm up here talking to my
He's probably watching the game.
You know what? He watches me. So when he was coming home, he was probably watching because he watched the videos and he was like, I see you. So he was probably, but now he ain't come on set because you're right. He's watching the game now.
See, I have Golden's. I just watched the other one go off, and I got Golden State and Memphis on now. The sound is off, but I'm watching my game. See, I do the playoffs, 40 games, 40 nights. I watches all games.
Oh my goodness, no! You can have basketball.
That's my stuff. I watch basketball.
The last whoever in the playoffs. That's all I care. I don't need to know how we got there. All those games. I don't need to know all that. I just need to know who the last two standing.
I like to see the fight to get to it.
Oh my God.
Well, y'all done gave me ammunition to go in there and make a move. Who you gonna choose? Me or that game?
Brianna, the weekend. The weekend is out. Your dad can't run either. It's over. Oh goodness. You might need to put your number on speed dial, girl. You're gonna need some help. All right, guys. So go. I love you. Thank you, Bobby.
Love you too.
Oh, you're so very welcome.
Definitely be reaching out to you and the Mister.
Okay.
Coming up. So yes, I would love to have you guys. I know you'll be a hoot.
Okay. We'd love to be there. All right. Take care, guys. Y'all have a great night.
All right. Bye, Stephanie. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.